people look like very stereotypical Reddit users. And the title of this is $300,000 of debt to flee Trump's America. Just look at it. He looks like a fucking Discord moderator, and she looks like a dumb cunt. I am so fucking ready. Like, this facial expression is just like, I'm better than you, and I know more than you do. You know?
Is there an actual plan here, or is it wham wham, I hate the America?
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
we can disagree with every elected official. They were elected.
I don't know about Democratic.
Is there anything in your life that is just like...
We're not even 20 seconds into the video, and I've already got a fascism.
Like, not trauma Olympics.
You don't put in enough effort. You could do more.
You're doing nothing that would be considered trauma.
I'm honestly surprised he said that to her. I wouldn't have expected him to give any pushback to that woman.
I'm trying to.
No, you're not, because you're doing... You are not trying. I don't want to hear it. This is some bull.
I love it when he yells.
Hi, I'm Savannah Grace, and I'm 27 years old.
Why does she have a green dot on her nose, chat? Why is there a green dot? It is very distracting already. Is that because she's a clown? Did they do that purposefully? OnlyFans? Yeah, it is a very OnlyFans name. Mysterious Senor Hitler, thank you. That man isn't nearly fat enough to be a Discord mod, but he does have the cheese pizza enjoyer physiognomy. I hate people with mustaches like that. Like, that mustache just makes you look ridiculous. It doesn't look cool. It doesn't look silly. You just look like a pompous asshole that I wouldn't want to meet in a back alley because you probably have a truck full of kids. Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, I'm Steve. I'm 28. We live in Arlington, Texas.
And this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming down to Austin, guys. I appreciate it. Savannah, you're the one in front of me. Oh, you're welcome. What do you do for a living?
I'm currently unemployed.
Great job.
I'm so shocked that she doesn't have a job. We're starting out fucking strong.
And what do you do?
I'm a senior systems administrator.
Okay, I really thought it was going to be...
Well, Daddy Morebucks here, taking care of the little unemployed sex doll, eh?
Starting your own brewery. Okay.
I want to open a game store.
Shocking.
I can see it.
Cafe.
I think he's talking about your hipster mustache.
Yeah.
I can see
I get it. But
so
you're not off the mark entirely.
Hipster mustache stuck in 2010 and septum piercing. So I got the full combination right in front of me.
You got the classic, like, bisexual with the nerdy boyfriend combo.
I thought you were calling yourself bisexual.
Yeah, same. I was like, what was that tells me that, you know, sometimes she comes home and she's like, you know what? I wanna get freaky tonight, babe. I got this guy from the bar. You're gonna suck his dick.
What are you, homophobic?
No.
No. What do you make?
I make $90,000 a year.
Okay, so this is why you're unemployed. Why are you unemployed in your own mind? Because 90,000, yes, obviously we can survive off the household with that. Well, above the median.
She definitely has a boyfriend. He's going to be talking about his girlfriend's boyfriend's son in the future. I foresee it.
Household in the state of Texas, in the city of Arlington, I'd bet, certainly in the city of Austin, and certainly in the United States. So why are you unemployed?
Right now, it's just been really hard for me to find a job. I've been applying for
what jobs are you trying to
months.
I mean, like, yeah, it can be kind of difficult to find a job if you have a lot of experience, especially. Like, when I was trying to just get any kind of work, I was, like, applying to, like, Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works. I was like, please, any fucking, like, minimum wage retail bitch, please take me. And they were like, well, you're overqualified, so we can't take you. And it's like, I don't care if I'm overqualified. I need to make money, you dumb cucks. Like, I get they want to hire someone that's going to be there for a very long time instead of off to better pastures. But it's still fucking annoying. Hard to get a job with a green nose dot. But it's like, you can find something. Eventually. If you're applying to a fuck ton of places, you will eventually have someone call you and you'll get an interview.
It's like an office job, honestly. The last 3 years of my work history,
I'm so shocked that the woman in the episode of Debt to Flee Trump's America and brings up fascism is saying that she's trying to get any kind of office job. Once again, on the mark, that says to me, I'm too good to work retail in the interim while I'm unemployed. Like, yes, an office job would be cushier and nicer, but why not just work somewhere else in the meantime?
in and out of offices.
Well, in and out of offices probably doesn't look good on a resume. Who wants you to come in if you're going to be out?
Yeah,
And also, why were you in and out? Are you getting fired? Are you getting let go? Are you not being able to meet some numbers here? What's going on with that, lady?
just had like a lot of struggle with stability, and I've never really been able to hold down a job.
So no one's gonna hire you then if that's being shown on your resume. I certainly wouldn't.
Well,
just gonna say, okay, what hits our account on a monthly basis?
5,000 total.
Okay,
that's
cool.
pretty fucking good.
How we doing on this 5K?
We are surviving but not thriving.
Why? And by the way, usually people are not really surviving when they're on the show. I'm just gonna let you know, so I'm probably gonna call bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, why? What's going on?
Well, we have like all the bills covered, but a big thing is
You're never late.
No, I wouldn't say never.
At least he's honest.
He says, I wouldn't say never.
I've not missed any of my bills in the last.
It's not only what she wants, it's what she can easily get. She wants some idiot to pay her bills than the effort she needs to work on her personality to be able to get the other kind of guys. I mean, they're planning to move to Europe together, so I mean, clearly their politics and their lifestyle and their desires are somewhat aligned, even if her worldview is, I shouldn't have to do anything to get it, he should provide it all. I wonder if she even wants kids, right? Because it's like, if you're in a traditional relationship, the woman wouldn't be working, she would be providing for the children. But like, this doesn't seem like the kind of person that would want to have children. She hasn't missed her bills with no job. How? Because he's paying for them.
Because I'm paying.
How?
Yeah, well, he's paying them for me.
Wait, are you guys married?
I'm clairvoyant.
No.
Oh, you're not. This gets real sugar daddy real quick. How long have you guys been dating?
It's been about 8 months, almost 9.
Yeah.
Oh, very young relationship here. Okay.
We actually met in high school.
Yeah, we've known each other since high school.
Yeah. But we just kind of went
exciting,
our separate ways and recently reconnected.
This was a man who had a crush on her in high school and she wasn't interested. And now that she is older and unemployed and needs someone to pay for her shit, she's like, well, I guess I can give you a chance now. I thought that only happened in movies, brother. Disaffected scientist, thank you. She'd be insufferable even during, you think? I mean, maybe. I want to know why there's a green fucking dot on her nose. Braxis Fall, thank you. She's going to divorce him once they get to the EU. Reconnected. Pay my bills. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude sitting in the chair. That's real fucking sad. That's real fucking sad. She's 100% settling. Oh, it's like, again, she's a very pretty lady, so she would be able to get like an actually normal person, right? But then she would open her mouth and her ideals would make any normal man run for the fucking hill.
Sure. Is marriage on the horizon? I don't even know. This early into a relationship. Are you guys living together?
Yeah.
How long have you guys lived together?
Since April, May, since
you
late
guys
March.
moved in immediately.
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, where else was she gonna live? She was unemployed.
It happened pretty fast.
Yeah, because that's very interesting. I mean, I did too, for what it's worth, but interesting circumstances. I'd love to hear yours.
Main thing is she had a situation with her younger sisters. She had custody of them for 6 months. Yeah.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
how old are they?
They were 17 and 10 at
Okay.
the time.
But why did you have custody?
So she had custody of them.
Why?
That fell through, and then she was left kind of with nothing. And so I was like, well,
wait.
She had custody of them. That fell through, and then she was left kind of with nothing.
Usually when someone other than the parents gets custody, it's because the parents were unfit in some way or another in order to take care of them. How did her getting custody fall through? Potentially because she didn't have a job, but like where else are those people going to go? Typically the court will still prioritize a family member, especially if it's a woman. My dad got fucked by the court system because they favored my weird, unfit mother over him. But like, I don't know, that seems really weird to me. And then also, she lost the ability to have custody for her 2 younger sisters, and so she was left with nothing. So she was counting on getting custody of her sisters in order to have money, so she wouldn't have to get a job? I'm seeing a lot of similarities with my mother here. Though my mother wasn't leftist crazy. She was like, I'm going to date an Aryan Brotherhood guy crazy.
And so I was like, well, I would prefer you not be on the street. So
fucking called it. Fucking called it! She was gonna be homeless, and so he was like, I'm gonna fund your entire life now, babe.
Come live with me.
Which, to be fair, wouldn't be crazy, right? If they were in a solid relationship for a decent amount of time, I'd be like, that's very noble, that's very nice, that makes sense. But like Caleb said, they literally moved in immediately as they got together. So that's red flag.
Weird dynamic.
Yes.
Is it a weird dynamic?
Yes.
No, I feel like it's pretty balanced.
Well balanced.
It's well balanced. He provides everything and I do nothing.
But he's taking care of your bills. He got you off the streets. He's taking care of all your bills. You can't hold down a job to save your life. Feels like a weird dynamic to me.
Well, yeah, obviously it's balanced. Like, I'm a woman and I allow him to exist in my presence and he pays for everything. Like, what do you mean that's not balanced? That's just like how life is. Men exist to be like a wallet for me. Holy fuck. This woman is so unaware. What the hell? Why do all the hot ones have to be crazy liberals? This is why I said don't think with your dick, buddy. If you're looking for someone to like date and turn into a marriage, yeah, they might be pretty, but consider the things that they believe. Timu Adam Conover has been funding this woman's entire life for nearly 9 months, and she's actually just a perpetual fuck up that can't hold a job or manage money. You're happy for them. No, see, I mean, yeah, they seem like they deserve each other, to be fair. But it's still just like, damn, I can't help but feel a little bad for the guy, because he's still getting completely taken advantage of. But hopefully after she breaks up with him for some guy in Europe that she's been fucking while they're together, he slowly radicalizes and believes in actual sense policies. The state probably took the kids because she's unfit. DHS will do that. Yeah, when I was dealing with that when I was a kid, obviously when I was a child, I didn't really understand what was going on. But as I got older and I was told more information, my mom was deemed unfit. So she lost custody of me when I was a baby. And my dad was like, hey, yeah, I'm the biological father. I have a job and, you know, I have a safe home to raise her in. And my mom was like, well, if I can't have custody, I don't want her father to. And the court was like, yep, makes sense to me. We're going to put her in foster care. And my grandparents were like, well, that's our granddaughter. He's our son. We have a safe home. We've raised 4 children. Can we just be her legal guardians? And the court somehow decided that that was okay. So, yeah, my dad was like perfect situation to be a single father. And the court was just like, yeah, the woman said she doesn't want you to, so case closed, honestly. And I'm like, that's fucking wild. That's crazy, bro. And it's like, I think the second craziest thing with family court and my dad was when my mom moved to North Carolina from New Hampshire. And she wanted me to visit her over the summer. And my dad was like, well, let me consider, because, you know, I'm worried about having her be away from all of us for that length of time and that far away. And after he agreed, my mom served him papers to increase her child support, despite the fact that she hadn't been living anywhere in the area in close proximity to me. And I would not be living with her in North Carolina. And the court granted her request for higher child support despite living nowhere near me and not having me there frequently. So, court's kind of fucked, man. At this point, my dad was so exhausted, he was just like, yeah, you know, that's your mother. I'm not even gonna fight it. I'm just tired. I don't want to deal with it. He was so fucking beaten down by the courts. It was fucking, it's sad. I hate the court, man. How is she even getting child support when you lived with your grandparents? Makes zero sense. Great fucking question, man. Man, Kirsche, both our dads got fucked in divorce. My dad wasn't even married to her. There was no divorce. It was just a child custody thing. Why was she getting child support at all when she was literally deemed not competent to have you? That was when I was a child. She eventually got partial custody, and I would see her like on weekends and on like school trips, and I would spend summer vacation there pretty frequently because I liked the amount of freedom. Right? As a child, I don't think about the dangers of what I'm being put through pretty often, and I'm just like, hey, I don't have to deal with my grandparents yelling at me. I don't have a 9 p.m. curfew. I can play video games all night long. I could be outside at 2 a.m. So, you know, I spent a lot of time there when she lived close.
Well, so actually I received a grant shortly after I moved in with him.
For what?
It was like a reimbursement for taking care of my sisters.
Okay.
I literally called it. She was gonna do it for the money so she wouldn't have to get a job. She just like my mom.
Well, okay, that's not a job. I'm sorry. I mean, the grant isn't. You got the one-time grant. It's out of the way. It's done because you don't have the custody anymore. You're not doing it anymore, right?
Yeah.
Where are they?
My 17-year-old sister, she turned 18. She decided to go live with some other family members. My 10-year-old sister is currently about to be placed with her mom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting that she wasn't already, but I get it. Life's complicated. I get it. So, what are we talking about today, guys? What are we talking about? What's going on?
We really want to get the fuck out of this country.
Yeah.
We'd
really like to move out of the United States. That was a big thing that we were in alignment on.
Where?
Like,
we have a few options that we talked about, like
New Zealand or France.
That's not a cheap one. That will be a failed one. That will be an extra failed one.
Germany's Northern European countries like Denmark, Switzerland, Netherlands.
Wow, I'm so shocked. I'm so surprised.
Why?
Just because of the political climate, you know,
because of the political climate. I mean, they might be safe in Germany, to be fair, but like safe from the political climate, not safe from what the political climate has caused. Like France is basically on the edge of open revolt at this point. Why would you go there? Like, they're just naming about every country.
Don't think things are going great.
Europe's going to the right as well.
Yeah, I mean the whole world is worldwide.
Reform's about to just smash and win the next UK election. I don't.
Yeah.
Italy, you say Italy? Everyone.
I didn't say Italy.
Who says Italy? You're saying Italy. You know they're calling.
That's news to me.
You know everyone on like in the United States and whatnot calls her a fascist, right?
Really?
I know about as much as whoever Caleb's talking about being called a fascist as this woman, but I also don't want to move to Italy. I would love to visit. I think visiting Italy would be fun. I don't want to live there. She's a travel hoe. Collect that dick from every country. It's like coin collecting.
I know I didn't know that.
You know what?
The right's going to likely win in France as well.
You know what Italy did in World War II, right?
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, I know that.
I don't know why we're talking about 100 years ago, but okay, yeah. 80, but...
Oh, Lord.
Okay, and how's this productive to you guys? Because you're making a United States income right now.
Mm-hmm.
Substantially higher.
They're making a United States income, and when you're an expat in another country, unless you give up your American citizenship, you still have to pay taxes to America. So even if you can work a remote job, you're going to be on the hook for taxes in your host country as well as American taxes. And you can ask pretty much anyone who lives in Japan, like Polt fan, yeah, it's fucking obnoxious to have to pay that shit. Plot twist, they move it and she ditches him. I don't think that's a plot twist. I think that's guaranteed.
Well, right. I know that with him being in IT, that he could get a job literally
kind of.
anywhere.
There's tech sector is not even close to what the United States is by far.
Yeah, it's on like research I've done.
Not even close.
I know my career field is in high demand in a lot of different places.
Certainly.
Yeah, but why would they hire you when they can hire the H-1Bs, my guy?
But even in the United States, IT, of where we have a booming tech sector,
tech is rough right now.
It's not easy to get hired in at this exact moment. So that seems like a bit of overconfidence.
Yep.
Sure. I worked at Amazon before. I have a really great resume.
That's great. A lot of people have really great resumes right now, and they're not getting jobs. You're willing to give up a $90,000 a year job when literally everyone is begging in the tech world for a job?
You see, once you start trying to get, like she was trying, the cushy office jobs or like something something higher than that. Like it's pretty easy if you're not overqualified to get into a basic minimum wage job. Anything above that, it's gonna be a rough fucking time, man. It's gonna be rough.
And Europe has a tech sector that's not even close to competing with China and the United States. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Well, I mean, we're just, I guess it's like the trade-off is I make less money, but the idea is that, you know, our quality of life would be better in a different country.
Yeah.
How? What exactly would be the difference between living here in the US, where they probably live in a somewhat decent neighborhood, and living in Italy or France or Germany? What would make it better specifically?
To a certain extent, I don't know, what kind of life are you trying to live?
I mean, I want to live.
He doesn't have a job. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm currently trying to go back to school.
Okay.
Also, if she doesn't have a job, even if he makes enough money to be able to get whatever kind of visas necessary to live in one of these European countries, him being a foreigner as well, I don't know how that works. I don't know if he'd be able to sponsor her since he's not a native to any of those countries. And she's unemployed, so she would be a net negative to that country. So why would they let her live there?
I want to be an English teacher of English as a foreign language in another country.
And that could work. What's the quality of life? Because if we're talking quiet, walkable communities, sure, you can get that. But
yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're going for.
you can find that in pockets in the United States as well. It's less common. But I don't know, even still, when it comes to dollars left over, I mean, the math has been done. You take every subsidy, you get everything from the government-funded healthcare, whatnot. And this is in Germany alone. You take that, you compare it to the United States, after everything that's free over there that we have to pay in the private sector, because our incomes are so substantially higher, we still, at the end of the day, have more leftover money.
Mm-hmm. You know, I would suggest moving to New England, because that's probably got what they want. But also, I don't want these people living in New England. So, fuck off, we're full. And also, you couldn't afford to on your $90,000 a year salary.
It's not substantially more.
Sure.
But even after everything, with all taxes, all social programs combined, we technically have leftover money more. So that quality of life, where is it? Is it in the community specifically? A lot of people are complaining about the communities over there right now. Like, I don't know.
Well, the idea is that it's in...
is there an actual plan here, or is it a wham wham, I hate the America?
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
What do you hate?
Unsurprising.
Like literally everything about America.
Let's get a couple specific.
How about you get specific? What the fuck do you mean by this?
I was told to hate America by Facebook and Reddit.
Fix?
All right.
Because everything's a lot.
The healthcare industry.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
bad.
Yeah. What about
I
it?
know that I have like so many undiagnosed conditions.
You guys
that
make
run
You're
well-
like being a bitch. What do you mean by this?
Okay, you're not
family.
married, but at $90,000 a year, I mean, you guys get pretty top end healthcare.
I
As a combined.
not been able to take advantage of that.
You guys
so
aren't
far.
married. You're not on
I
his
can't get
health
on my
plan.
healthcare.
Exactly.
But even
Okay.
still, you making $0,
She would
the
qualify
welfare
for
state
subsidies.
that we have, you get a pretty robust coverage still.
Yep.
I mean, they're
Have
currently
you applied? What have you applied to? What health insurance do you have right now?
None.
That's your fault. The Affordable Care Act is there for you at the healthcare.gov.
These are the kinds of people that the politicians want to keep in America. They don't do anything for themselves. They're just incredibly dumb and lazy, and they just want the government to take care of everything without thinking. It's like, damn. You know, if feminism hadn't ruined things for you, you could have had a husband to do that. Imagine!
For you to enroll in things that are completely subsidized.
I mean, I've been trying to get you to apply to stuff.
This sounds like a...
He's even trying to get her to apply. Caleb, don't defend the ACA. I don't even think it's defending the ACA. It's just literally, why are you acting like such a victim if there are things here that you could do to help yourself and you just don't? Like, yeah, as bad as the ACA is, she makes zero income. She's unemployed. She would qualify. Why hasn't she applied?
You problem. You're complaining about something that you haven't done. Don't get me wrong. Health insurance in this country is ridiculously expensive. You're not going to get me defending it by any means.
See?
But when you take an idiotic stance of it's bad, but I've done nothing, it's like, what the am I going to say? You're going to make me sound like I'm the most roo-roo. Yay, let's charge $1 billion constantly. But for what it's worth, remember, if you can afford it, we do have the best health care in the world. And you guys, as a combined household income of $90,000, when you're married, you would have access to that.
I just can't believe that.
I really hope he doesn't marry this. Can you imagine having that ball and chain paying out to this thing for the rest of his life? Oh my God.
Because especially
Can't
being
believe that 'cause of
a
feelings.
woman in the United States.
Okay,
when
well, you're talking abortion.
I've actually had 2 abortions.
Okay.
Who says that so fucking casually? What the fuck? Oh my God. That's not a casual conversation dropper. That's weird. Normally someone would like at least, like lower their voice, look down, be like, yo, it sucked. I had circumstances I didn't want to, but like I had no other choice. It's fucking ectopic pregnancy or some shit. I don't know, but brother, this is wild. This is wild.
But when you're a woman in the United States and you have like a chronic health
before she continued with her chronic health condition, unemployed and yet was able to afford 2 abortions, I would bet money that the men paid for the abortions. Because a lot of dudes also do not want the responsibility of having a child. And so if a woman is like, yeah, I'm just gonna get an abortion, he's like, all right, I'll pay for it, let's go, drive through, bring it up. And it's a sad state of how things are, just in general.
Condition, you're more likely to go undiagnosed for 10 plus years.
Girl, you haven't signed up for health insurance to go to the doctor when
I was gonna say, her talking point is valid. Doctors are more likely to misdiagnose or not diagnose women at all, especially when they come in presenting with pain symptoms. Women are not taken seriously with pain. I would know, look at all the shit I've gone through with my doctors, and they couldn't even figure out my neck was fucking backwards! So, I know how it is. But this is a woman who is just using real talking points to make herself into a victim when she hasn't suffered through any of these things. She hasn't tried to get healthcare. She hasn't gone to a doctor. You can't get a diagnosis without that. So why are you using these talking points to make yourself a victim without ever having actually gone through any of this shit? That's crazy. It's weird.
get it for free.
She didn't even answer!
I mean, even when I had health insurance, I didn't really have the time to go to the doctor.
Girl, you have nothing but time.
And then
again,
a few times I
this
did
is the
go
crazy
to the doctor,
thing.
like,
I hate that you are getting me to
I like when he breaks the fourth wall and looks directly at us.
Defend our system, which is a certainly broken system. Everyone agrees on that across all political ideologies. And you're getting me to defend it because of the simple fact that you just literally haven't taken 5 minutes to go online and sign up.
And when you're unemployed, you have all the time in the world. So what is your fucking excuse?
For something that I pay taxes for. And happily. And it's because you're a woman?
All right.
I think it's because you haven't gone...
This is like the advanced version of girl math, where it's just like, I'm just a woman. I can't apply.
Come on, let's hear something else. Because that one was lost. You f***ed that one up. What else do we hate? Other than everything.
But Kier, it's cute when they're a little bit retarded. A little bit of retardation in your woman makes her cute and special. This amount of retardation makes you want to kill yourself. There's a difference.
Because this is, listen, we're not doing, big United States debate. The thing is, we are making a massive financial change where you are going to go to a place where you are objectively going to get paid less. Okay, you get social benefits, it almost offsets it in certain places. France, no. Italy, definitely not. Germany, potentially. Northern European countries, certainly more like Norway with their sovereign wealth fund. They invested it very capitalistically and very well. Wish we could do that with Social Security. We did it. Now we're but either way, good. So we're making a big financial decision here. Mm-hmm. But you can't bring up an actual point as to why when you just say you hate everything.
Orange Man is like literally Hitler, and like his followers are also like little Hitlerite particles. Are you telling me, Mr. Caleb Hammer, that you want to live in Hitler's America? Like, why aren't you trying to leave to a better country? Do you hate minorities? That's like probably literally her thought process. Haunted vaginas, never worth it. Never worth it, man. Never worth it.
Can you give me one thing?
Well,
it's a little more valid.
Just feel like with the current regime that's in place.
Regime?
Democratically elected. You can disagree with them. We can disagree with every elected official. They were elected.
I don't know about democratic.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's literally what voting it. What else would it be?
Federalism. Yes. Okay. Okay, so you just disagree with the president, and that's fine. You know, you would not agree with the prime minister of Italy at all. They call her a fascist. Everyone like you, Septum Piercing, calls her a legitimate fascist.
I mean, to be fair, I hadn't done much research.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's as clear.
It's only democratic when we win.
She got the Facebook reel treatment, you know.
What does that mean?
Hey, and how do you deal with that? Because that would drive me crazy if we can't have any realistic conversations about our future life.
Clearly, they don't. They don't research. They don't know anything, and they want to move to a country that they also don't know anything about. I don't understand how people can be so sure of decisions they make with such little information. It's crazy.
Definitely feel like I'm more of the realistic side of the couple. You know, I'm the one always saying, hey, we need to spend less money. We overspent in this area. You know, I was like, hey, we need to start a plan. Like, she didn't have a plan to go back to school really until I kind of like helped her with it.
ChatGPT helped me with that.
I mean,
are you able to do anything yourself?
That's a good question.
Yes.
No, you're
you can't
not.
Feed yourself.
Oh, that's true.
Holy fuck! This is a literal child. Is this what Twitter freaks mean when they're just like the minor coded adult woman?
Getting her to eat.
Glad
is a
we're laughing about it, but are you? Have you been an adult once in your 9 years of adulthood?
Yes.
No.
How? You abandon every job, you can't feed yourself, you're trying to run to a country that you don't even understand. That, by the way, is a completely failed economy. Italy, good the luck. People don't even leave their homes, their parents' homes anymore. People don't move out because there's no job opportunities. It's really bad. Northern Italy is okay. So Southern Italy completely
I wouldn't
gone.
know. I don't know anything about Italy's economy.
Okay, that's fine. Great. I see an extreme lack of knowledge on literally anything, and extreme lack of ever doing anything with effort or maturity on your end, which is deeply concerning to me.
Yes.
That everything I've struggled with up until now has prevented me from being able to get to a point of stability in my life. And
not that I enjoy playing Oppression Olympics here, but like having the background that I do, I really hate when people use that excuse, because it's like, brother, I know shit can be hard, and sometimes you just like don't get out of bed for a week, like you don't eat, you don't shower, you just rot because you feel like shit. Like, I get it, but like you gotta live at some point. You can't just like let the bad things that have happened to you rule your entire life. And you can't just use that as an excuse constantly. Like, yeah, sure, sometimes I'm just like, oh, you know, my anxiety is really bad in these situations, or like I need extra reassurance on something because of my anxiety. But part of like working through these issues is like, if I have something that makes me anxious and someone gives me reassurance, after multiple times of reassurance, I should have that in my head of like, okay, I was used to it being this kind of reaction. The reassurance has shown me multiple times that that reaction is no longer the case. I should be less anxious and need less reassurance in the future. Right? So it's like, it's about steps of getting through your trauma and your issues that you've been through. And so, like, what is this?
And, I don't know, part of wanting to come here.
You won't even apply for literal subsidized free health insurance. This is the best in the world, absolutely not. But you will get preventative care with it. And
she was bitching about not being correctly diagnosed when it's like you're not doing anything to help yourself. Like when you do something, you can complain about it, but like why complain about it when you've done nothing to help yourself? That doesn't make any sense.
You care 100%. I'm confused. You won't do that. You say you have no stability. You will not take 5 to 10 minutes.
I just honestly hadn't thought about that.
Okay, I will be.
She's the meme. She's the meme of head empty, man think of everything, but she brings not enough value to have a man do the thinking for her.
I will be candid. I went through the process. Listen. It wasn't fully justified, I'll be honest, and I ended up paying it all back in the end for what it's worth. But I went through the process because I was laid off from a company. I was working double. Got laid off from the one I wasn't working. Who would have thought? Okay.
Who would have thought?
Fair enough. And I'm not criticizing them for that at all. Totally justified. This was years ago now. But I freaked out. I was a little nervous. I lost my health insurance. So I went on to the healthcare.gov and I applied. And I kind of set it up where it's like, okay, it could be free and stuff like that. Literally took me 10 minutes and I had great health insurance. It pretty much cost me nothing. Okay, I had to pay it all back in the end of the year because clearly it showed that year I made a lot of money because I had another job. I was just freaking out, very nervous. This is so easy. You could do this in no time. No time. This sounds like a sponsorship for it. It's not.
I was going to say, are you plugging them?
Sponsored by healthcare.gov. Use code Kirsche for 0% off your healthcare.
No, I'm plugging you not being an immature.
Guess I gotta work on it then.
Yeah.
I've been saying that.
You don't know me.
What the fuck? I've been broken up with, apparently. It's right.
By the way, even for what it's worth, people like you, again, the septum piercing army, right now, even in Germany, is the center-right party. The chancellor is the center-right party, which, of course, anything centrist or center-right is immediately a fascist right now. So,
at least he understands where we are. Thank you, Caleb.
Sure we want to move there?
But no, that was just on like the short list of places it might be fun to go.
I want to see him suggest they move somewhere that like Venezuela. Be like, well, you don't want to move to like, a right-leaning area, so let's suggest you some socialist places.
No, we're going to need to get you on the short bus when you leave the studio today for the sound of it. I'm not even advocating because like I know how this conversation's going right now because I'm talking to someone like you who has like been pushed to the far left very clearly. I sound like I'm on the right where I go very nuanced position to position. I just go where the facts are. Mm-hmm. But because whenever you talk to any extremist, you sound like you're on the other side. Mm-hmm. And it's killing me because people are immediately going to see this and be like, Caleb's a Republican, Caleb's a fascist, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, you guys are...
Again, that's insane that someone like Caleb has to worry about being called a fascist. He is... I feel like I take a very similar position where it's just like I just look at what the facts are and I kind of base my opinion off of that, and when new facts come out I readjust based on what they are, I guess that makes me like kind of center rightish at this point, because if you're anywhere believing in reality and what's factually happening in front of you, you're on the right side of the center line at this. That's just where we're at. So it's crazy that even Caleb here is just like, I'm going to be called a fascist. And I'm sure he has been. That's crazy.
Morons. If you guys were on the far right, I would sound like oh, Caleb's a fucking liberal. It's like, but what the you're clearly so far gone that you can't even have like a nuanced take on the society you live in. And you won't even look into the resources we literally have. What is our government's what? 60 to 70% federal spending goes to social services and you're not even taking advantage of anything?
I just feel like I won't qualify for them.
I feel like, except you would. You make no money.
Just fucking try! What do you mean?
Are you ridiculous? Would you get on unemployment? No, not right now, nor should you. You're not entitled to that. You paid it in the system a little bit, and that's well gone.
Yeah.
But of course you would be covered with health insurance. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And the kids. Did you give them back? Did you leave them? I'm confused because it seems so sudden that you had them and then all of a sudden they're not.
Yeah, there was I honestly bit off more than I could chew, and I wasn't capable of taking care of them.
I was right. I was right. I was right when I said yesterday.
We all just had a lot of conflicting issues, and putting all that together was like trying to toss a salad without a bowl.
Is the North Korean thing about creating breast inspection? No, I don't know what that is.
Just a mess. Chaos.
Big guy. You seem a bit more reasonable.
A bit?
And I don't care if you're politically left or right, doesn't matter. I'm assuming you're left, but you're reasonable.
He looks left.
That's all that matters, because everyone can be on all political sides. Okay? You're not to the far extremist, like extremism.
I like how he's just like, you seem more reasonable. She seems like an indoctrinated extremist, but you seem like you have some brain cells rattling around in those mustache hairs.
Scary and ridiculous. What the f is your take on all this? This is crazy. And you're gonna again pack up, lose all this money, and just go for something you don't have even a job lined up for.
Sure.
This is very
it's
concerning.
more of a long-term plan, like 5 to 8 years.
Long-term without a short-term plan usually doesn't end up being long-term.
I'm not very good at making plans.
You don't seem to be very good at literally
goals.
anything. I don't mean that as an insult, but have we talked about one thing that you're able to do?
She could be a VTuber.
And not complain about and
She
be
couldn't even
victim-y?
do that. Okay,
No,
eternal
you've
V-tweeter
pointed out
then.
a lot of my weaknesses, and I just...
It's been like, what, 10 minutes and I haven't... You don't know what to take? Maybe reflection. Okay. Yeah, what's your take, guy?
Antidepressants.
Huh?
Antidepressants.
What? What about antidepressants?
Well, she's taking antidepressants.
Oh, I thought-
don't know.
I'm on
I
Select.
thought he was suggesting she take antidepressants. And I was like, this guy already can't stand her so much. He wants to put her on the fucking housewife cocktail. Holy shit.
For my anxiety, I don't... okay.
Okay.
It didn't turn me into a moron that freaks out and cries about everything and gets all my information from TikTok and Reddit.
Sure.
Get all your information from a retarded anime fox instead, who can barely speak English.
The sister situation.
Buddy, more that you are abandoning everything you've built because your girlfriend's terrified of everything and gets all her information from TikTok and thinks that is reliable news.
I actually don't use TikTok.
Shut
Could've
the
fooled
fuck
me.
up.
I mean, Reels is the same thing,
Fair
more
enough.
or less.
Actually, I don't use TikTok. I just watch YouTube shorts. Oh, God, shut the fuck up.
A little more fun racism on Reels, I'll be honest.
That's true. We love fun races.
But continue.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not, you know, the smartest thing financially to like leave my job and go to a different country.
Talking about even...
Yeah, I know it's not the smartest thing that I'm the only one making money in our relationship and the only one capable of holding down a job long term. So it might not be a good idea to leave my job and move to a different country. But that's what she wants to do.
That alone, it's latching yourself to her, someone that can't hold down a job, that is a victim in everything, and abandoning what you have here for that.
I mean, she's not a victim in everything. She...
Haven't heard one yet.
I mean, yeah, she needs a lot of help, but like she's been through a lot and she just needs a lot of help.
Everyone's been through a lot. Everyone's life is complicated.
I mean, yeah, but we're dealing with that stuff. We're working through it, and you know,
So I will be hearing that when you guys are 60.
I think so. I have faith that
Would she even
like,
make it to
she
60? Well,
has,
probably. Someone else would pick her up off the street if you
that
dumped
she'll
her
be
because
able
she's pretty.
to, you know, grow in the areas that she is struggling with.
This is concerning.
So honestly, when I was a kid, my biggest dream in life was to go back to school.
When I was a kid, my biggest dream was to go back to school. Did she like drop out in like 6th grade and then be like, damn, I wish I could finish elementary school? But that would explain the way she talks and acts if she dropped out in 6th grade, honestly.
And when I graduated,
When I was a kid. So you woke up at 7 years old and had a dream that you wanted to go back to school.
He made almost the same joke I did.
This is guys. Thanks to I wanted to go to college.
Thanks to Reels and.
When I was a kid, I had a dream of going back to school, and then corrects herself to, I wanted to go to college. Go to college for what? A fucking like multicultural feminist Afro-Caribbean cooking classes? Like what? What would you go to college for? Wasting our tax dollars.
Reddit, this is 2025's version of I Had a Dream. It's like this.
I need a big blast, man.
We're done as a society. Actually, yes, please go to Europe. We need to do better here.
Yeah, please move to Europe. Get out of my country. We don't want you here.
I wanted to go to college my whole life. Okay. When I graduated high school, my parents refused to fill out my FAFSA for me.
Why wouldn't you fill it out yourself, you dumb whore?
And I actually went and applied for scholarships on my own.
What about you filling it out?
Like, you had to have their tax information in order to fill out the FAFSA.
They wouldn't provide the tax information to her.
Yeah, they refused.
I mean, there has to be a workaround. There's people that don't have kids. Yeah. Listen, I'm not overly informed on the FAFSA application as a whole, but to say that only... Like, there's so many...
You're legally blind. You were given a TA from college. They were not allowed to help you. This was the 90s. Good lord. Good actual lord. Yeah, I was pissed when I found out a couple of my friends had been doing that. Because I was like, you mean to tell me I've been actually trying to learn things so I can get good grades and get into a college? And you've just been having teachers' aides give you answers and walk you through them? Why the fuck have I been trying at all if that was an option? Why try when I can die? You know? There's a box you can check for, I don't have their taxes. She just is illiterate more so than me, I guess. Like, I don't know, man.
A child or parentless kids or deadbeat parents that get advantage things, or Pell Grant situations even.
So I actually went and applied for my own scholarships.
Okay, good start. And that's great.
Then at 19, my parents didn't like the guy I was dating, which is fair in retrospect.
Because he was...
I can't make the joke. I was going to say it, but Caleb already started a sentence before I could pause.
My parents didn't like the guy I was dating, which is fair in retrospect.
Because he was black.
No.
His parents would feel that way, probably.
What? That he was black?
Or her parents would probably also feel that way.
Well, I was joking, but I see. Okay.
You unwittingly hit the nail on the head on that one.
Did he?
But so they kicked me out and they kept my scholarship money until 2 weeks before it expired.
Can I do a little tangent real quick? Just because you got racist piece of parents doesn't mean you have to go to the extreme other side as well.
I feel like it's my responsibility to make up for their lack in life.
No.
I'm gonna be real for a second here. All right, it's not your responsibility, right? Like, how do I phrase this without Twitter getting angry? Just because your parents are raging racists doesn't mean it's your responsibility to fuck a minority. Like, what kind of logic is this? Like, if I imagine her talking to like a black dude and he's just like, oh, so what made you want to date me? And she's just like, well, my parents are very racist and I feel like in the name of equity and reparations, it was my duty to give you my white woman pussy. Like, I would be offended, right? Like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Who thinks like that?
No, extremism matched with extremism does not work.
Yeah.
We are so done. Okay, continue.
Right.
Okay, great. So did you go to college? I don't know.
No.
Fight fire with fire?
Then why is she dating you, white man? What the fuck is this?
No, I wasn't able to go after I turned 18, and when I was 23, I applied on my own, and I didn't have any financial aid come through again.
How?
And
why didn't you go to community college, dude?
I didn't even have anybody to co-sign my student loans.
No, community college. You could have cash flowed community college.
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you could have.
It took her 5 years to apply to college. With that track record and her already having 2 abortions, I think I can feel good about the fact that she won't actually become a mother. This is a horrific prospect that she would ever be responsible for another human being. That's scary.
Community college is as cash flowable as anything.
It's
so
unfortunate.
I'm still confused how I feel like the more I push back, the more you talk about something that is sad in the past that has nothing to do with actually what's going on, though.
Well, right now, I've just been, trying to take care of things. I've been applying to jobs. I put in over 300 applications in less than 3 months. And
for someone who's had an excuse for not even applying to college for over 5 years, I don't believe she's applied to 300 jobs.
I've just not heard anything back from any of them except for a couple of MLMs.
Surprising.
Haven't heard back from any of them except for a couple of You apply for MLMs? I thought they just reached out to you and then you signed up and that was that. You're part of the scam now. What does she mean by this?
You haven't fallen into that, by the way.
That's what I said.
By the way,
that's what I said.
By the way, fast forward, here we go, because this took me about 3 seconds while I was also listening to you.
I've actually
You can
just reapplied for FAFSA on my own this year again.
Quiet lady, I was talking. You're doing a me where I interrupt you. And that's very rude of me to do that.
All right, as you were saying.
Well, this took
She's
me about 5
sassy.
secon's. Back then, you
Thank you
could
for
have
the
claimed
glasses,
independent
chat.
status and file without your parents' info.
They were still claiming me as a dependent on their taxes.
How old were you?
17.
You could have skipped a year and still done it, though.
Yeah. What the heck?
I was homeless at that time, a year later.
And you were not emancipated? Is there anything in your life that is just like not trauma Olympics?
Why did her parents kick her out? I mean, like, yes, she's obnoxious and I would hate having to interact with her, but like, if she was my flesh and blood, I'd kick her out. Right? It's like, I'd be like Caleb, just like, shut up. Shut up.
No.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So how do we do anything ever? Do we just give up and say, oh no, 18 to 20 sucked and we will never do anything in our life? Like,
Well, like I said, when I was 23, I tried again to reapply to college.
Well, 23, you would have been totally fine for FAFSA, independent status.
I did refile my FAFSA. I didn't get anything. I tried to apply for student aid. I didn't get anything. They told me that 2 weeks before I was supposed to sign up for my classes, the counselor called me and told me that my SAT and my ACT scores were expired and I would have to wait until October and November to retake the equivalency test.
Fair enough.
And then have to reapply the next spring.
Fair enough.
And
He's an IT, we can fix him. True, he might be fixable. She
time.
ain't.
But you do not have any kids.
No.
So, I mean, you solved that one. Okay.
Bitch is
so
a
that
haunted
didn't really
mobile
impact much,
home.
it sounds like.
Well, I was working
And also, by the way,
supporting my ex at the time.
How? How were you working and supporting your ex at the time if the longest you've been able to hold down a job wasn't even a full year, if I remember correctly? Like, what are you talking about?
And when my said I was pregnant.
This is impossible. This is why this is impossible.
Wait, supporting her ex? Was she a bottom bitch? Did she have a pimp?
Listen, you struggled with some things, and many things I sympathize with, and I would have, at that time, if it was happening right now, hugged you and cried with you. It is not happening. This was a long time ago, and you are using it as 27 years old. I can't do anything.
But I mean, that stuff has an impact on you now.
Has an impact on you now, but if you give up.
It has an impact on you, but if you do absolutely nothing to try and move past your trauma and try and better yourself, you're going to end up like this infantilized, do nothing, I'm a perpetual victim mindset that nobody is going to enjoy being around, man.
Up, you're never going to do anything.
But I haven't given up. I've already reapplied for school again.
He has to feed you.
Yeah, but
To be fair, I would love it if a man would feed me. Not because I can't feed myself, but because it would be very cute and sweet, and I want to be an actual woman for once in my life and not have to make the decisions all the time.
And when everything happened back in March, he offered to do that for me. He offered to take care of me.
He says you would not feed yourself and you would be homeless and all this stuff if he didn't. So I would offer it too because I'm not going to let someone die.
I would have figured something out. I am very resilient. I have been through so much in my life. I have started over and redone everything 12.5 times.
Aw, that's really sweet that he held her hand because she's starting to have a little meltdown. I feel like the reason she's having a meltdown is kind of silly because she doesn't seem very resilient to me at all. She doesn't seem like she's moved past any of the things that have happened to her in her life, and she just eternally uses them as excuses for why she can't do anything. So like I don't really feel bad for her, but it's still sweet that he went to hold her hand, you know? That's a very sweet gesture. I can appreciate that.
She's lived a lot of life and been through a lot of stuff. So, you know,
Jesus Christ.
That's why I have faith in her that she'll.
That's why we're moving from the United States. And also, if you're dependent, but your parents won't or can't provide info, you can do a special circumstances appeal. If your parents refuse,
was that a moth? Probably.
Info,
I didn't
still
see.
support you. You can submit FAFSA without their data. You'll only be eligible for unsubsidized federal loans. I know, but I'm saying I found this in literally less than 30 seconds.
Isn't it FAFSA? FAFSA?
Shut up! That's
not
like
FAFSA.
The last thing you need to correct her on, dude. She needs correction, but not like that.
Right?
I know Google existed back then.
I didn't know to look for stuff like that.
Lady, my Google foo is terrible, but at least I try doing it before I go to someone else and be like, hey, I know you're better at searching for things than I am. I tried. Can you help? Right? Like, at least I try first.
Can't do anything. Okay. Okay. From there, like what?
But
again,
you would?
It's just,
Caleb is not my type, and also he has a girlfriend.
What I struggle with in this conversation, this is a take accountability. This isn't a bad things happen. We've all been through bad things. I've been through bad things, not as bad as yours. He's been bad through things not as bad as yours. We're not doing a jerk off session comparing which one was worse. And we're also not sitting here and justifying every single failure that you're doing and that you're not willing to make any improvements in your life based on your actions, not your thoughts, because life was hard 5 to 7 and 8 and 9 years ago.
I keep staring at the gay hipster guy's hair, and it makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption.
And that is not this conversation and not this show. But you say you're not giving up, but your entire life looks like giving up. You're not willing to apply for health insurance right now in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like, you can't do anything.
I'm not giving up. I'm just starting over.
You're not giving up. You just want someone else to do literally all of it for you.
I just started over again.
But he's upset you haven't found a job, the producer's saying. He's actually upset.
Yeah.
If your significant other is feeling that, clearly there is something more here. And listen, this is a tale as classic as old as...
Look at her face. She is pissed that Caleb said that her guy is actually unhappy she hasn't found a job. She is pissed. He is gonna get a tongue lashing in the car after this.
Time again, right at TikTok, get on it right now. You'll see it. You will absolutely avoid any pushback or accountability for what your life looks like today by leaning on, oh, things were sad in the past, of which, again, at that time, I would have supported you, I would have hugged you, I would have cried with you. Great. That's not happening now. And you are using it as a deflection for what you are not doing right now. And he's upset you're not getting a job. He's upset. The guy taking care of you, the guy who's willing to lose his good paying job to go work.
She went from looking pissed to tapping her fingers to now rocking as Caleb is telling her how upset her boyfriend is that she hasn't found a job. She is pissed that she's being told her boyfriend's upset. That's crazy to me.
In a tech market that doesn't exist in a different continent with languages you can't speak unless you go to UK, but good luck there.
Well, him wanting to move was a thing that he wanted before I even came in the picture, and that was part of the reason that we...
So you're upset about her getting a job. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely had...
See, like we said earlier, he seems a bit more stable. But if he was the one who wanted to move out of fascist America before even getting together with her, he's still just as crazy.
Whenever we have arguments about our financial situation, it always, boils down to well, XYZ would be better if you had a job and an income. And yeah, I mean, I feel like you don't like put in enough effort. I feel like you could do more. Like, you know, you sleep in a lot and I'm cooking, cleaning, taking care of the animals, watering the plants.
She can't even take care of the plants.
You don't water my plants.
Was that saying he doesn't fuck her? That was said in a really implicating tone. God, I need someone to water my lily, man. What the hell?
Sorry, I lost my awards. I'd give one, but I can't find them right now. Sorry, continue.
I mean, the plants is just one thing, but like I still like contribute in every area on top of working. And then I just, you know, I am worried that you're taking advantage of me a little bit.
Oh, he finally said it.
But like,
is this couples therapy? I feel like Caleb is half couples therapy, half finances. We're almost 40 minutes into this and they haven't even gotten to the actual finances yet.
I want to trust you implicitly.
When we've talked about this at home, like you've never said that before.
I mean maybe I wasn't direct enough about it, but I've been trying to communicate, you know, like, hey, you could put in more effort. Like I just think that you could be doing more, and I feel like there's definitely an imbalance, like that I'm kind of doing everything, and you know, you're not even working, you know.
Remember when you said your exes were financially taking advantage of you? Now here's the thing. You're right, he may not have said that, but this isn't obviously official couples therapy, but in settings similar to this in couples therapy, that's where the real thing comes out. That people hold back from wanting to say in person because they don't want to start a fight. They don't want to start an argument at home. This is that, and to use language from your world, a safe place.
Caleb Hammer's financial safe place.
You know, I want you to be able to come to me with stuff and talk to me about things and be open, and you know, I feel like I don't have the same opportunity. I feel like if I bring stuff up, like you get upset and you get angry. And
tell me about that.
And this is why, like, when you have conversations, if it's like a difficult conversation, right? If the woman starts like crying, guys will just automatically just try to drop the conversation and comfort the woman. And so I try to be like, okay, we're gonna have a difficult conversation. I'm going to cry because I just do that in any kind of emotional conversation, like whether I'm mad or sad or just like anything that's heightened emotion, I cry. So just like try to ignore that and continue talking. Like I always have to mention that. It's like, please, I'm going to cry. It's going to happen. It doesn't matter whether it's a good or bad conversation. I will cry. Try to ignore that and keep talking.
Tell me about how those conversations go, where she gets upset and angry.
Well, I'll just bring something up, and I end up having to comfort her at the end of it, you know, because it's like she'll start saying I'm such a like worthless partner. No, she says that about herself, and then I have to be like, no, you're not. Like I have to like comfort her.
If she cries but is wrong, fuck her. Oh no, I wasn't saying that like, oh, good men are supposed to stop the conversation and comfort her. I'm saying like it triggers something in the guy to be like, oh, I have to be caretaker now, right? Like it's just a biological trigger that when women cry, man, ooga booga, must comfort woman, right? Like that's just what happens, even if you're not intending it to.
Reassure her a lot. And then, you know, then it kind of ends up fizzling out because I don't get to get my point across, and then we just kind of kick the can down the road.
That's actually, you know? Again, let's take more notes from your TikTok community. That's an incredibly manipulative and almost gaslighting thing that you're doing, where you have a real conversation and then you go, oh, I'm not a good partner. I'm not contributing anything. that is manipulative as.
And it's like, it's fine to feel sometimes like, oh, maybe I don't do enough. I wonder if I'm contributing enough. But that's when you just ask them. You're like, hey, I've been feeling a bit anxious about this. I just want to know, like, do you feel like I'm contributing enough? And that's when they should feel safe enough to tell you if they feel like you should do more. You know, if they're just like, oh, well, you know, I feel like I do a bulk of the housework. It would be nice if like you would do the laundry sometimes, maybe, right? You know, that's when you have these conversations. And when they say something like that, that's not for you to get upset. That's not for them to hold hostility. That's like, okay, they feel this way. I'm going to pick up more slack than I was before because I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I now know they felt the same way. Get to it, right? You know?
To not be able to have that conversation and then go in there with that bullshit, that self-victimizing bullshit, that's f***ed up.
Yep.
I feel like we always like resolve our issues. I
bet it's resolved because he drops the conversation because of what I said, that male instinctual biological trigger of woman overwhelmed, woman cry, ooga booga, don't want make woman feel bad, stop talk bad conversation, right? Like he's doing both of them a disservice by acting in that manner. There are obvious times where that trigger is helpful, but not in this situation, and especially not when she's doing it to be manipulative. So I'm betting she thinks it's resolved because he just decides my feelings are less important. I don't want her to feel bad. And so she believes it's resolved, but he's actually taking on a mental burden to deal with it himself instead of actually working out the issue.
I mean, you feel that because you deflect,
that
self-victimize, and he stops the conversation, and you feel resolved because he embraces you.
I'm a genius.
I mean, we do get to finish the conversation, but
finish is different from resolve.
I feel like in that area, especially with looking for another job, like everything can be like, you know, some people like the trad wife thing. Some, you know, like different relationships have different like ratios of stuff.
I think it's kind of unfair for him to say some people like the trad wife thing, because being a trad wife is not just not having a job. It's not having a job that you leave the house and get paid by some corporate suit for. It's your job is the house. And typically, when your job is the house, it doesn't come with a haunted womb. It comes with actual children to take care of. So I feel like that was like some erroneous shots fired by the guy.
Specifically told me that if I don't want to work, I don't have to work. That you would get a higher paying job and that I could just stay at home.
If you did set it up like that, it would be a little weird to go against it.
He has said that to me multiple times.
I mean, that's an option, but
like, even if he wanted, again, this is why thinking with your dick is dangerous. You end up saying dumb shit because you want to put dick in pretty lady, and then you realize, wow, pretty lady doesn't want to work, pretty lady doesn't want to do anything around the house, pretty lady can't even fill out a fucking healthcare application on her own when she has no income, pretty lady kind of fucking useless here. But now you're stuck with this ball and chain because you've made these promises and you don't want to make them feel bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say to them. Why would you say that to her? And then for her to get, like, from the perspective of, he told me I never needed to work, he would just get a higher paying job. I can understand the, well, you said that, so why aren't you holding to your side of the bargain? But also, damn, that just makes you sound like a disgusting gold digger, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, pull some weight. Holy shit.
Like, that's not...
And that's not what I want. I want a job. My self-worth is directly tied to how productive I can be. And
everything we've learned in this conversation says that that's not true. And you're only saying that because you're on camera. That is the biggest lie told thus far.
And I have...
But no offense, you've never been productive.
I've been...
What's the longest job you've ever had?
A year and 3 months.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I thought she said like less than a year before.
Care for an elderly man with dementia.
Oh God! Now you can't be an asshole to her. That's not fair. That's not fair. Look at her fucking pout. Look at this woman's fucking pout. This is a person that knows nothing besides manipulation tactics. Oh my God. Yes, you can be. I mean, yeah, you can be. But if she's just like, yeah, the job I had was doing end of life care for an old man with cancer for a year and 3 months. I was productive. Like, if you say like, yeah, but that was only a year and 3 months. What did you do for like like you're 27, lady? What the fuck do you mean? Like, you're gonna look like an asshole. Holy shit, she's a pro-level manipulator. She is. Like, look at that fucking pout. I'm out of my mind. I hate this woman. As much as this guy's a fucking cuck, he still, I think, can do better than whatever she is. Oh, he's about to unload.
You always have to go, see, this is what she does. She always has to go into the conversation with bringing up something sad to shut it down. You see how this works?
I mean,
it's not good. It is not a healthy way to live or to have conversations. But I hope you recognize this.
But like all this stuff has happened, and it does.
Stop. Do not give legitimacy to her excuses. Do not. This is how she's able to keep perpetuating her behavior. Because men like this will just cover for her every single time. That's crazy.
It's have an effect on her.
I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's the way that every conversation is with her. You bring up a valid point, then she has to bring in something where it gets sad, and if you then push on that valid point again, you all of a sudden look bad because, oh no, something sad happened. Because you can't be a dick and push back against someone where something sad has happened, because then you look like a piece of shit.
Yeah?
And it's a tactic people like her use to get out of
her face when Caleb caught her ass. The facial expressions she's had here, like she is a professional manipulator, man. Like just watch her body language and her facial expressions, and it's just like, this is an evil person.
I just don't think she's doing it on purpose to try and
avoid. No, it's in her fucking DNA.
Chat, you're clairvoyant.
This is how she lives. This is how she's gotten past any criticism in her life.
Rigged.
This is learned.
And
it's instinctual to her.
And we're working on
pre-watch. Chat pre-watched it.
Emotional terrorism.
We're working on helping
emotional
her change that,
terrorism.
You know? Are we? Because I'm the first one to bring it up, and you haven't brought it up, and you don't even seem to agree with me right now.
I mean,
I feel like I was doing better
process,
when I was in therapy last year.
You should probably do that times 3.
Yeah, why did you stop therapy?
But not an enabling therapist, which again, I don't want to loop you in a group, but many people they go through therapists until they find the therapist that enables their thoughts and behavior. And
I think shopping for therapists can be a good thing, because some therapists are enablers, some therapists are there for a paycheck and they don't care. So shopping for a therapist can be beneficial, but if you're shopping for a therapist to just find one that's going to reinforce what you already want, first of all, you're paying for nothing. I like it. Why are you spending money on this? It's not going to help you. And second of all, you weren't serious about going to therapy in the first place.
And it's very bad because you need someone to challenge you.
I'm ready for a challenge.
No, you're not.
A year and 1 month worth of one.
What's that in reference to?
Brother, even I can still remember she said the like 1 year, several months thing for her job. Come the fuck on. I basically have like Swiss cheese Alzheimer's brain, and I could remember that. Come the fuck on. That kind of makes me feel like she was lying about that, actually.
The job?
A year and 3.
Yeah.
Year and 3.
Even if it's a year and 3, he said a year and 1. Like, that's close enough to be like, oh, you mean a year and 3, right? Like, the boyfriend caught on? Come on, lady.
Hey, those 2 extra months, you know?
This is a mess.
That being said, though, for the last 9 years of my life, I've bounced around. I've been homeless. I've been with partners that took advantage of me. I was the sole breadwinner
It's happening
in
again.
almost all of those relationships.
Here's the tactic. We just talked about the tactic, and she's doing it. She gets valid criticism and then falls back on the victim.
Yep.
So that the valid criticism can no longer be pushed.
My point is that I was the sole breadwinner for most of those relationships.
How? If the longest job you had was 1 year, 3 months, what the fuck do you mean?
The only person taking care of other people and myself.
I'm sure it was off
of
debt and stuff. Like, I mean, come on. I don't know what happened back then. Again, that was 9 years ago. So if things went to collections, they would have fallen off by now anyway. So that doesn't matter. But either way, cool. Let's 100% take what you just said as real. You were the breadwinner. You were the breadwinner, 100%, and there was, nothing flawed in that. You were the breadwinner. You know what I say? Very good. Why don't you do that then? If you were such an expert at it,
I'm applying to
You've
jobs.
never held down a job for more than a year and 3 months.
It's because I've literally never been in one place that long.
Look at this guy's face. He is so tired of this, but he knows. He knows he's already stepped over the line of calling her out, and he is just done. He is checked out here.
That is your choice.
Not
I mean,
really.
it wasn't really
to a certain fucking extent. You're right. Maybe you have to leave that apartment, but you can go to an apartment down the block.
No, I mean, like, she was in situations where she couldn't leave.
And this is like Stockholm syndrome. Like, why are you defending her now? You know this is the problem. Caleb pointed out the pattern of behavior. Stop it. Stop it. Stop making me feel bad for you, pedo stash.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
leaving abusive situations is not always so simple as just like
It's not. It's hard.
walking away.
But she hasn't been in one for years.
So you've only been in abusive relationships for the last 9 years?
I mean,
In the last 9 years, every instance of your life has only been abusive relationships. So shut the fuck up with that criticism, because this is the fallback bull. I never said she cannot or she could just move from the abusive. I didn't say that. She suggested it was maybe a couple years. She just said for the last 9 years she was endlessly moving. So fuck off with that bullshit. That is such a deflection to try to play victim.
It's so cathartic.
I do not support that relationship, obviously. And I know it is impossible to just leave. But to say I moved around and couldn't stay anywhere for the last 9 years and it's because of abusive relationships that only existed for 2 to 3, shut the fuck up. That is some dumb pushback. That is some dumb hope.
also, when I wasn't in those relationships, I would end up going back to take care of my siblings.
Okay, and then you...
Sure, but how would you take care of them without getting a job? What is this?
Couldn't do it, and then you gave him up. So clearly that didn't work.
No, I mean, at the time when our father was working in Fort Worth and we lived in Abilene, I would go and stay.
Doesn't even matter. You're getting the government check.
Live with the kids. No, this is not. This is.
Then you should have done that.
CPS.
Then you should have
years
done.
ago. Like,
well, then why are we talking about it?
Relationships. I would have to go take care of my siblings for him because he didn't have anybody else to take care of them.
What does that have to do with today?
That past, like...
You said you were able to do breadwinner. You haven't. You're not now. You're milking off of him. He said that specifically. This has nothing to do with anything. You can trauma dump all you want. It has nothing to do with the fact that you are not doing it now. And if you were such a good breadwinner, you'd be able to do that now. Yep. I bet your resume's... Because you've left jobs endlessly and you don't know how to curate your resume to the jobs you're applying for. And no offense, if someone like you walked into the door, I'd be afraid that you'd take my business down anyway.
Yep. For the past 6 months, I actually had all of my own bills covered by myself.
What bills did you have?
My car loan, my insurance, my phone bill.
Okay, so 3 bills.
And was a subscription to Netflix and Crunchyroll.
Again, yeah, I lost my awards. I apologize. Okay.
I mean, so
at the same time, I want you guys to give me what you think your household financial score is: 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. At the same time, okay? 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. You don't have to go back to school to figure out scale. Okay? 0, 10.
If this bitch says anything higher than a 2, I swear to God.
0, 10. Same time. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, you're going to do it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
2.
1.
Apparently you did need to go back to school to do it. Okay. Oh, you did do DoorDash, though. It looks like, so you were hustling on DoorDash. How long did you do DoorDash for?
About 3 hours before I totaled my car.
What? What?
It'd be like that sometimes, you know?
Valid move from Caleb. Yeah, fuck that plan.
Good with this conversation. What am I involved in right now?
I had to handle all the insurance stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
She can't do anything. We know that already. Remember when you bit off more than you can chew? You were bragging about taking care of your kids, but then you said your siblings, one of which was 17, by the way, could 100% take care of themselves.
No.
This woman is so impressive in so many ways. Yeah, she's impressive in exactly the opposite ways you want to be impressive.
Couldn't actually. She has.
I don't care. I don't care.
Nice fucking tonsils, bro.
I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. Probably abuse, mental health, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care.
This is literally a terminally online Twitter person behavior. This is insane. This facial expression makes him look like a Muppet. I love it.
I'm done with your fucking shit. You're the most miserable among us.
Yeah.
You know, people go through shitty lives and then take that and then go live incredible lives. Yeah, you're just milking it to death and you're laying in it and then using someone else to survive. It's disgusting. Come on. People take that horrible traumatic past and they become the best people in our society.
I'm trying to.
No, you're not, because
Yes,
you're doing.
I am.
No, you're not, because you're doing nothing that would be considered trying. You are doing nothing. You won't even get the subsidized
Don't
health
break your
insurance that
calculator.
takes 10 minutes to get. Then he complain about not having health insurance. You are not trying. I don't want to hear it. This is some bull. Southwest Rapid Rewards. Whose card is this? For
That's me.
fuck's sake.
That's me.
I will hold your hand and do victim with you once you literally try everything that I would suggest and then you fail and it doesn't work. But you haven't tried. So fuck off with that bullshit.
Fuck off.
Oh, it's a balance of $5,267.37. What are you
got that?
doing?
Please sign my Labubu.
What the fuck? Don't do it. Eat it. Eat the Labubu.
I will burn that.
Pretty please.
Labubus, who the f are you? Labubus is a new form of fucking gambling. It is a waste of money. You just made a billionaire become much more billionaire-y.
Can I just ask, we are 53 minutes into this financial audit and he is just now looking at their finances. And right after he crashes out on her and tells her how fucking useless and worthless she is, she pulls out and goes, "Will you sign my boo-boo?" This woman isn't real. She doesn't have any, like, awareness. Never mind just self-aware. She doesn't have any awareness at all of anything. These people walk among us and are able to vote. And that should be even more terrifying than someone from the government saying, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." This is unironically more terrifying than that.
The feet on this one is like, he's broken.
He's sitting down.
It's a sitting Labubu. He sits. Not very well, though.
Wow. Oh my god.
Pretty please.
Shut the dude, this is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. You got LaFu food.
She did get LaFu food, and if anyone ever asks me to sign their Labubu, I am going to do my best to eat it in front of them. Stop it. Get some fucking help.
Actually,
Labubus are the
he's
dumbest
a hee-hee.
fucking thing in the world, and
His
the
name
people
is
that get them,
Yeah. His name is Hee
the
Hee.
worst. Shut. What am I doing? Fine. Okay.
That's an insult to Michael Jackson, and now I wish Caleb would burn it on the table like he destroyed that one freak's fucking piano. Oh, God. Draw a dick on it. Don't sign it. Thank you. Thank
Did you
you!
do your initials on the foot?
No! Shut up! You don't deserve it!
Is as an actual signature.
Pretty much. I just know men like drawing dicks, and he wanted to burn it. That's like a no-brainer, chat. That's a no-brainer.
Great, I'm glad you brought your fucking Labubu, you know? Waste of money. Someone that doesn't have a job complains about not being able to afford
trying to sell that shit.
Look, I'm contributing. I'm selling my Labubu with Caleb Hammer's signature.
Oh my god.
Gambling with Labubus. How many Labubus do you have?
None. That's not mine.
Who's this?
It's my friend's.
I don't believe you.
This is so stupid.
I
What's
just
going
don't
on
believe
with the
you.
Southwest cards guy?
I mean, I've had it for a long time, like several years, and that's kind of been my go-to for a long time. It's been my go-to kind of filter everything through that card.
What do you mean filter everything through that card? What is that to you? What does that mean?
Like I would pay my bills on it, and then
your bills?
Well, and then pay it off after.
I mean, I do that, but I also pay it off every month, right? Like I want that cash back, brother. That's huge.
It was just like to get the rewards.
Why it's maxed out.
Well,
sorry, you're right. It's not maxed out. No, you're right. It's not maxed out. It's over the limit by $267.37. So you're putting our bills on a card that is over the limit, that is accruing interest that we can't pay off to save our fucking life. Oh good. That is accruing fees. The producers, they were watching you. They said you seem surprised by that.
I did say I did say
you did not know? You probably don't know his finances.
It's overmaxed.
It's overmaxed.
She just thinks like, oh, he has good job. He can afford everything. And he's probably way worse than she thinks because he can't talk to her about finances. They literally can't have this conversation, and he doesn't want to tell her, hey, babe, I can't afford this, because she might just fuck off and find another dick, you know?
So you becoming financially dependent to someone that can't even manage his own finances.
Why is there silence? What the fuck?
Well, people use less credit cards in Europe, so maybe you will be better off there.
I gave him $3,000 to help pay off some of his cards.
How much?
$3,000.
From the fucking kid fund?
From my grant, yeah. It wasn't for the kids.
What card did that go on?
That went on the Amazon and the American Express.
But not the Southwest at all?
No.
So you purchased $140 on here. You had $189 of fees, dude, you tit. $117.68 of interest accrued, and we got a $368.
It's starting to understand why debtor's jail used to be a thing in history. Some people just can't help themselves. That's why like that fucking guy in like Red Dead Redemption, like everyone in the camp fucking hated him. The like debt guy. When you were going to like collect on some of the debts, that's how you got your like tuberculosis or whatever. Like fuck, man. It's horrible. Caleb will crash out again. I'm waiting for it.
Minimum monthly payment. What the fuck is going on? So really, let's be honest, you stacked up a lot of debt, you f***ed your life, and now you just want to flee to get away from it instead of taking any ownership and beating this down. Let's be honest, that's what this is really looking like.
I wonder how my mom avoided paying debt.
We can't leave the country with debt, right? Like, we want to pay it off. That's why we're here, you know?
I feel like why they're here is how to figure out how to afford to move without paying off the debt. That's kind of what it feels like.
So I'll say this. Just gonna say, listen, I'm okay with the center-left government. I'm okay with the center-right government. I like good and nuanced in the middle where you can fly back and forth, a nice little fence sit. You know, I like that.
Right up in
but
there. You
guys, well, her right now, just like people on the far right, anyone slightly to the left is a communist. Her, she's on the far left. Anyone slightly to the right is a fascist. This is what the internet is right now. Here's Europe. Right-wing governments currently. Finland, Italy, Hungary, Croatia, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Netherlands, Sweden, Austria, Poland, plus Germany. You ain't gonna be happy there. Not with the way you view this shit.
So it's like, what is the real reason, right? Because, like, again, it just feels like all of those people who were just like, Trump got elected, I don't want to live in fascist America, I'm going to move to Canada, and then they just never did. I just like, it doesn't make any sense. Germany is technically it's technically center-right, but most of their political parties are indistinguishable.
Also headed towards the right, Belgium, Romania, potentially France, Spain, and, well, Poland definitely just did. It's a shift across the board, dude. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, we're over by 200.
I feel like, I mean, he's saying that because she's saying it's fascism where we are now. But I think most of the European countries that he's listing as further to the right are not. Like, maybe Poland and Hungary, but definitely not the majority of the ones that he said.
$7 past due 158. Why are you past due? What are we doing? We want to leave the country so we can flee fascism. So we have to pay off debt in order to do that. But we're past due? Please make that make sense to me.
The Danes are legit going to the right? Okay, all right.
Well, just had bills that need to be paid, so.
This is a bill that needs to be paid.
Yeah, and I mean, I pay that bill, the minimum monthly.
You didn't pay that bill.
Well,
many times this year, you have $258 of fees this year so far on this card. Fuck you.
I have it set to auto pay now, but.
Oh, congratulations. Right before he came on the show, chances will be exposed. He pushed a button. That means nothing. I'm talking about what you did this year. Multiple late fees.
Sure. Well, before, like, I didn't have it on auto pay because I was, I would often not have enough money in my account.
Let Darwin do his job.
Auto pay. So and like make sure everything was covered. So I turned the auto pay off, and you know, I would miss it by a day and then pay it off.
Is all of this new to you? Do you know any of this?
No, I didn't know anything about this card because this isn't one of the cards that I help pay off.
Well, what do you think? Because this is and the fact that the only reason he ever paid off cards was you bringing in some money. What the do you think of this? This is insane. You know how many late fees he's had this year? Many. This is crazy. Just on one card alone. Then $676 of interest accrued. If a late fee is $40, minus the annual membership fee of $149, great, divided by 40.
Why do you have a fucking card with an annual membership fee? Why?
He's had about 3 late fees this year so far. So about a third of the year.
Is that the card that you put the movers on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Why aren't you moving your own dude?
No, we'll move her shit.
Why aren't you moving her dude?
Well, it was part of the.
You get the friends, you buy them pizza. That's a move.
Sure, but part of the grant was that it pays partially for moving expenses.
Your credit card membership is $240. Yeah, but can you afford that? Are you a financial audit candidate? Right. If you can afford a credit card with a membership, like, sure, I personally probably wouldn't get one unless I was like Jeff Bezos money. I just don't really see a need for a like membership credit card. Something like a BJ's or a Costco, that's a little different, right? That's a little different membership wise, but like a credit card membership, man, like
yeah.
You put it on your credit card that is over the limit, that is having 3 late fees this year and accruing interest like none other.
Well, I had to get we had to get the reimbursement for it. So
and then the card is still over the limit, so clearly we did not use it appropriately.
Yeah, I put the movers on that card and then paid I got the reimbursement for it, and then the reimbursement just didn't end up getting onto the card. So
what?
$140 also charged for Microsoft 365. Why the f would that be on a card that is over the limit? That is.
People pay for Microsoft Office? What?
Is beyond maxed out that we can't pay off, that we're paying late constantly and is accruing interest. Why would you have that subscription on this card? What the fuck?
I mean,
Next
it's yearly.
charge will
I
be
just
for
forgot
WinRAR.
to move it onto the other card, but I mean, I have all my other subscriptions on my debit and stuff, but I just
we'll see about that. Listen, you can use the Fizz card. It's a debit card that builds credit, so it like works like a debit card, but
You brought up a great. He's an IT guy. This is an IT guy paying for Microsoft 365. What the fuck? What the fuck? Replace him with an H1B.
in the world of credit cards, so it is great. And I'll get you a course career certification so you can at least boost your resume and try to get into a job. But
I would love that. Thank you.
Job market unemployment rate borderline across Europe is substantially higher. Mostly. Yes, you have pockets here and there that are lower, but I don't know, guys.
I mean, Europe's not set in stone, so.
Oh, we're talking like Indonesia next? Like, the dude just gave a very concerned face when you said that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I thought we were talking about.
What did she mean by this? Please, please, please do not African country. I'm begging.
New Zealand.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know much about their economy, so I can't actually speak on that. I love
She's gonna go do the haka.
geopolitics and economics of Europe because it's like, do what they did, do the opposite, and you'll be successful.
We learned a lot about it from our friend. She also wants to move to New Zealand, and
why?
She was telling us all about it, and it sounds.
Doesn't New Zealand have like even more of a fucked housing market than the U.S. does? Why would you leave the U.S. for New Zealand? I don't understand.
Really great place to be. So.
Well, probably if you can afford to live there. New Zealand's hyper expensive, is it not? Because it's kind of,
Yeah. An
Yeah,
island?
The import costs are pretty expensive.
And they have a lot of environmental restrictions. So like shipping stuff there is more expensive and things because there's a lot.
Is that true? Are there environmental restrictions that make shipping things to New Zealand harder? Is that a thing? Yes? What the fuck? What even environmental restrictions would there be? That doesn't even make any sense. Maybe visit these places before moving? Yeah! Why would you move somewhere you've never visited before as well? That's a great question.
More taxes and things like that for like environmental reasons on shipping.
All right, so then
they lost the Emu War. That's Australia.
Miss Valeria, or Mrs. actually Valeria. She's our head of HR.
Valeria is a very good name for an HR lady because it sounds like a venereal disease.
She's not on camera, but she worked in New Zealand, and she's in HR. So, like, if this is the big plan to escape life, I don't know, man. From what I've heard, Valeria, and please correct me if I'm wrong. It's kind of hard to immigrate there, is it not?
From what I know, yes, it is. I mean, definitely to like help move over there, you probably need to have a job. The loss of.
If she's from New Zealand, why doesn't she have the accent? Why doesn't she sound like a Kiwi?
Changed a lot, and it's a lot more difficult to move.
She's also jobless, and they're not married.
Okay, that would make it
impossible,
that much more difficult. And the job piece aside, with you not having a job, and I don't know what your guys' total like income situation is, but the cost of living in New Zealand is very, very high.
I know almost nothing about New Zealand, and even I knew like their housing market was fucked, bro.
Yeah, I want to like in the last couple of maybe 5-10 years even, they've had like a severe housing affordability crisis.
But they want to run from fascism, is their argument. This is the big argument is we want to run from fascism. Well, that's
sounds so
argument.
Fucking stupid.
He's in the IT job market right now in New Zealand. There's like 1,000 job openings right now in the entire country.
That's not
Tech sector's not very strong right now. IT's big in New Zealand. It's actually their 3rd largest export for what it's worth. But there's like 1,000 openings right now.
One of them should fake being Maori.
Zealanders. Chinese.
Chinese?
Right?
Yeah, I know. Yes, there is. Yes, there's definitely a heavy population.
Over 10 years of IT experience.
And no one else does. In this competitive tech world we live in right now. Hey, how's the tech world right now, Valeria? Because we're in it.
I mean, it's definitely rough around here. And we have more of a tech industry here in like the U.S. and Austin. You think San Fran, whatnot. New Zealand is smaller, even more competitive. I mean, you have this constant like immigration between Australians coming to New Zealand, Kiwis moving to Australia. And like Caleb did say, there's definitely a large population from Asian countries. Huh?
Why'd you move back?
Why did I move back here?
To Patriotsville, New Zealand.
Because it was actually very unaffordable. The quality of life that I have here, especially if you're looking at like a I mean, I would want to live in a larger city like Auckland. Living anywhere else, your job opportunities go significantly down. But living somewhere like Auckland, I want to say the average housing cost is probably like over $1 million.
And you don't work, so.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, he makes $90,000. That's not a small amount of money. But he couldn't even move to like New England on that salary. There's no way he could afford a place in New Zealand's market.
Would you hire her? The longest job she's ever had in her 9 years of adulthood is 1 year and 3 months. And she bounces between jobs every second of her life.
No.
Just saying.
She's trying so hard to not be mean.
W's in chat for Valeria. Her first voice on camera experience.
Thank you, Valeria.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. So that's that. New Zealand seems a little off the table. And on her way out, by the way, she said, yeah, unless you're making $150,000 and have a lot of money in the bank, the standard of living there is going to be pretty rough. We know if you're on the show, a lot of money in the bank is not an option. In fact, we've only gone over one credit card and it was over the limit.
To be fair, he has had a couple of people on here who had like decent retirement. Not that they could do anything with that, because like you don't want to pull out of your retirement, but a couple of people actually had something in that kind of savings at the very least.
Okay. Wonderful. Let's keep going. By the way, I'm curious, and I would like to ask you this, especially since you don't really know the household finances. Why would you? You guys aren't married. It's okay. 9 months in, but you do live together. We know what comes in.
I love it when he squeaka.
5,000 hours a month. What was spent last month in the household?
More than that.
I asked her.
Uh-oh.
Miss Savannah Grace.
7,000?
Very close, 6,782. How the f are we getting to New Zealand spending $1,700 more than we make?
How do you even spend almost $7,000 in a month? Like, I think the only time I spend a crazy amount of money in a month is when I have to pay the IRS, and I'm over here like, oh, God, I don't want to press the button. I don't want to. Right? Like, how do they do this? Labubu's, fuck!
How's that possible? How are we going to do anything? Believe it or not, even in a robust social welfare system, if you spend more than you make, you're still not going to do well. I love the Netherlands, by the way. Or it's the Netherlands, but only on capital gains. I would not live there as an income tax individual.
We're pretty far from capital gains living, I'd say.
I was talking about me.
Oh, well, I know you're. I mean,
but how the f are you gonna go? Okay, whatever.
I'm definitely not gonna be able to pull that off.
Well, yeah, you have $2,000 in retirement. And you're almost 30, so you're dramatically behind. Yeah, you're done. Chase card, Amazon Chase card. Oh, this is the one we paid off. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Interest accrued last month. Glad you used that money.
I think it's unfortunate, but it's only $1.60 at least. You know, it's not.
He's
not
purchasing
bad.
on it. Oh no, you fucking moron! You dick. No, you're a dick for this, dude. He had a late fee. Oh. He had a late fee right after you paid it off. Right after you paid it off with the money
that is a very dick
grant.
Thing to do.
He had a late fee. Thoughts? Because that pisses me off. That pisses me off real quick.
I'm just hearing about that now. I didn't know.
Does that not enrage you?
Yeah, it does actually a little bit, because honestly, like,
they've spent an hour talking about how irresponsible and horrible and manipulative this woman is. After this is over, she is going to never let him live down the fact that he had one $35 late fee.
He's always telling me that we like are in this together, and then now
we're in this together, but you can't even get a fucking job to help out. Like, I know when couples are on here, Caleb tries to like evenly distribute the anger and shit, but like, he is subsidizing this woman's entire fucking life. Yeah, the late fee is shit and he shouldn't have it, and that's fucked that he had her pay off the card and then got a late fee. But in the grand scheme of things, that's so little. If it comes out that he like spent the money on like some fucking Funko Pop bullshit and that's why it was late, I will get enraged, but like I feel like the scales are very uneven here. So the rage that I have for his one late fee is very low in comparison.
Finding out that I've been kept in the dark a little bit. I didn't know that he was spending on those until I applied for the show for him. And I definitely didn't know about any of the late fees.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like we had to spend on the credit because we, didn't have the cash available to pay other bills.
I was asking, like, are you sure we can go out and do this? Are you sure we can get this thing? Or are you sure? And you would always say yes.
He's a filthy enabler, chat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say no.
You got called on your shit, buddy, and you have no cope. You can't even cope about it.
He got called on his shit that she asks him to buy stuff and he always says yes. Yes, he should say no, but they both should have a bit more of an idea of the full financial picture, and if you know you're living on one income entirely, maybe ask for less shit? What is this?
You have no rebuttal. You got called on your... You got discovered. The you're doing, the spending you're doing, the late fees you're accruing, the interest you're accruing.
$35 late fee and the $1.60 interest accruement.
Maybe there'll be more and I can get angrier at him, but as of right now, like, it's a little performative, He cost himself $35. She cost him thousands. Yeah, right?
On a card that she used her very limited funds to pay off to help you.
And I actually...
oh, God.
We decided to pay off the cards instead of some of my personal debts that would actually prevent me from being able to get housing.
Okay, that's kind of fucked.
Broke up.
Because, like, she should be paying down her debts before she does his cards, is what should be happening here.
What is the status of this relationship right now? How are we feeling? Because this is, like, backstabby. How are we feeling?
I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good.
She's still taking advantage of you. Like, yeah, this is shitty, but man, I'm gonna still say they deserve each other. I've lost the he could probably do better. They probably deserve each other.
Cause he's getting, he wouldn't be saying this.
Yeah, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little scared.
Reasonable. Thank you. Why are you living in a world of delusion? Just because you're getting laid?
I mean, it's not that. I just like I want to like provide for her, and I feel guilty.
What you
saying
just
no.
you and moaned at the beginning about how she's taking advantage of you. Now you're saying
because she contributes nothing. She doesn't do anything.
Provide from her. How the tune changes immediately.
I mean, I didn't complain
when it becomes to
I didn't necessarily complain that I was providing for her. I just said
that she's taking advantage.
I said that she needed to do more to help out.
Play it back.
I mean, I am worried that you're taking advantage of me a little bit,
It was just played.
Yeah, if that was his attitude and she expected to just be like, stay at home, do whatever, never have to work, and he just funds everything, based on what he said here, they're like, I want to take care of her. That's probably the impression he gave her. So it's, they're both kind of to blame for the situation that they're in.
Back. Big guy. No, you called her out thinking, I feel like sometimes you're taking advantage of me. That is what you said, and now you're getting called on your and the tune changes. Oh, I'm just trying to be a good man, taking care of her. I just want to be a provider. Now that you're called out, yeah, the first part of this conversation was definitely bullying her a bit.
He wanted a sugar baby, but he doesn't have sugar daddy money. He's a Splenda daddy.
Absolutely, justifiably, I would say. Now you're getting called out and your tune changes.
I mean, that's just my reason. I mean, I don't want to say no. I don't want to.
Thoughts on his reason?
I don't want to be.
What do you think?
Like I did feel like he was taking care of me, but I thought that we were in a partnership with each other, and I don't know.
We are. I've been saying that.
What a mess. Pull up your Amazon.
If you're in a partnership, you have to talk about these fucking things, man.
Are you guys in the same Amazon together?
Yeah.
You have an iPhone?
No,
Yeah, I have an iPhone.
Can you bring up the Amazon then?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think she sees.
I would not have a shared Amazon account.
Oh,
so like,
okay, go ahead and pull yours up. Okay, if
Like,
you can start a screen
in marriage, yes. Before marriage, no.
recording, that'd be great.
okay, here you go.
All right, so here's the Amazon. What do we got? We got G Fuel Hype Sauce. Yeah, let's get that twice. Let's get that twice, by the way, after she pays off the card so that we can have a late fee on it and have interest accrue.
The laxative in between.
Interesting strategy of love.
I wonder why.
Phillips, laxative. Okay, buddy had some backed up poo. Fair enough. Wouldn't necessarily put it on a. Wouldn't necessarily have it put it on a card that we can't pay off after our girlfriend pays it off. 3-prong adapter, Nokia Boost GP20, ultra safe jump starter, a wireless Apple CarPlay screen. Oh, critical for life.
Yeah, it was a
Backlit keyboard, a very
Siunk Wang Iwi Aden. I would never buy something. I would never buy something, much less an electronic something, that is called Siunk Wang Iwi Aden. Like, that is a red fucking flag. What are these people?
gay one, so it's probably hers.
Yeah.
More G Fuel.
She has she needs to
adjustable earplugs because there's a woman in the house. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right, guys?
Those are for me. Those are for me because I get overstimulated really easily in loud places.
You ruined it.
And the keyboard is because I have a weird keyboard that she can't use.
Yeah.
So I got her.
Does he have one of those like humpy hilly keyboards? Those look really weird and I don't think I could use them, but they're fascinating to watch other people use.
Keyboard that she can use
Split.
better.
And
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
weird.
good. Oh, if it isn't this, if it isn't $141 of late fees this year so far.
Holy
meaning,
shit.
Oh, that's about 4 missed payments.
That's
this year so far.
wild, man.
Hey, he's missed half his payments, including the payment.
How do you miss that many payments, brother? Come on. She's draining you dry. You can't afford to miss payments.
After he spent money, after you fucking
Oh,
paid it
holy shit. Holy shit.
off.
Now that's sugar daddy money. True, that ain't no Splenda,
He
man.
told me they were on auto pay.
Why'd you say that?
Oh, I forgot to turn my
Lies?
volume
I
up.
mean, they are now.
Oh, fuck off. Right before coming on. Show means nothing. Listen, the balance is small. You just have to fucking pay it on time, you tit. It's $146.62. Minimum monthly payment, $73. So stupid. So stupid. Also, there's gunk on your phone. On the screen.
On my phone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my hands are really sweaty. Sorry.
Dude, it wasn't sweat. It was just
Ew.
crusty.
Ew.
Blue Cash Preferred Card. Whose is this?
That's me also. All the credit cards are mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if she could have a card. Like, what? How would she open one? Anthony, thank you. Financial audit collab when? We would have no reason to collab. I don't, like, I could tell people, like, don't be a retard, but I'm not, like, a financial mastermind like this guy. There'd be nothing there, man.
Blue Cash. We got a balance of $394. Again, it's not, like, substantial, especially at your income level. The minimum monthly payment of $40. $299.70 of purchases, but not only that,
$95 in fees. What the
$95
fuck?
in fees. Hey, by the way,
This man has so many missed payments. What are you doing? Why are you so dumb?
we talked about so far, 3 all have had fees. All have had fees. This is what you're attaching yourself to. This is the person you're dependent on.
She's gonna be like, I need to reevaluate. I need to get an actual sugar daddy. This guy can't afford my lifestyle. It's time to get a new one. Instead of applying for jobs, she's gonna search for a new dick.
Thoughts?
Well, I thought that we had already discussed all of the financial stuff and that
How does he make $90K a year when he's this dumb? He's literally in a job that is mostly populated by H-1B visa people. What do you mean?
was that I was in the loop.
So he lied?
No, I mean, I'm stabilized now, but like earlier in the year.
No.
Early
This
in the
is
year,
your most recent statements. I will not hear it. I am sick. I am sick and tired of the guys. I'm so good. I'm stabilized. I did a little budget for a week and a half before coming on the show that I knew I was going to come on that ripped me into pieces into finances. You did that for a diet show. You do that for a finance show. You do that for a car repair show. You do that for any show where you're improving something.
No,
that means nothing.
No, I got laid off from my last job.
Buddy, this is your most recent statements. When did you get laid off?
March.
Okay, so then no, you're having missed payments last month, which was not March.
Or last March, sorry.
So it wasn't this
2024?
year.
No. Jesus, why even bring it up?
I'm gonna lose my mind with this episode. What the does that have to do with anything?
I mean, I just had I had catching up to do. I had stuff to pay, you know.
Once the Victorian cabinet buying addiction fully kicks in, you'll be on the show. If I buy a Victorian house, I'm not going to be able to afford the Victorian cabinets. I'm going to put up dono bars and be like, please help me buy a chair. Help me buy a lamp. I'm gonna be house poor, brother.
What does that have to do with anything right now?
The $3,000 Victorian cuck chair. Yeah, I did get cuck chair money
like
already.
I said earlier, like stuff that happened before we got together has an effect on now. So like
that's gonna be your cope until the end of your life. Guys, stuff that happened in life has an effect on now. Equals it's okay that bad stuff is happening now, and I'm gonna use the past as an excuse, as a cope, as a get out of jail.
Well, I mean,
God.
no, I mean, you know, you learn lessons, right?
But you didn't. You're having late fees last month. Off learn lessons. Where's your lessons learned? I'm not seeing lessons learned. You. You didn't have late fees. Maybe we could have that conversation.
It's a work in progress. You know?
Nope.
Everything's a work in progress, brother.
Not seeing work nor progress.
But I mean, we have had conversations about how I'm scared to be financially dependent on him right now.
Well, you desperately are because you're not.
Yeah, you desperately are. You shut down the conversations and you can't even actually apply for jobs. Like, what? These people are inept in every sense of the word.
Job to save your life or stick at one. And not only that, I mean, you won't get on health insurance, so good luck if you ever have to go to the hospital. But not only that. How did those conversations go then? Walk me through that conversation, please.
Usually I mention that I'm having this fear, this anxiety, and...
Well, I'm sure he hears that in every conversation with you, but...
Yeah. We talk about it, and, you know, he does what he can to console me. We look at stuff together, but I...
How does it go from your perspective?
I mean, we do talk stuff over and go over stuff. And, you know, I try to keep her in loop as much as possible. But
and then we buy a Labubu.
Like these productive conversations?
Doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't seem like it's led to anywhere. In fact, she's learning about a lot of your financial stuff right now.
Yeah, I mean, like we talk about stuff, and then
apparently you spent a shit ton of money building out a recording booth in your house to become a voiceover actor.
Yeah, I mean,
I got the autism rock. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I haven't been in any parts yet, so.
Okay, I'm giving you a part. I'm hiring you now. Congratulations. Okay. You are selling a budget-friendly cookbook.
Sure. All right.
Sell it. In a dramatic fashion.
Dramatic? Okay.
Dramatic fashion.
Like,
okay.
Well, I gotta get more information about what you want, right?
Okay, I want it to make money by you selling it.
Okay. This is...
Okay, you're fired.
If you don't buy a budget-friendly cookbook, you will literally die from your lack of finances. Your bank account is overdrafted. Your credit cards are racking up those fees. Why are you not buying the budget-friendly cookbook? You can't even afford a full bag of potatoes. You won't need one with Caleb Hammer's budget-friendly cookbook. Like, it's so fucking easy, man. Like, you gotta just be able to improv, dude. Like, improv is a skill, right? But, like, still, fuck you, guy.
This is your normal voice. Give me a different voice.
Caleb Hammer, budget-friendly cookbook.
Okay.
Available now.
How much did you spend?
My daddy bought Caleb Hammer's budget-friendly cookbook, and now I don't go hungry at night anymore. I can eat grilled cheese sandwiches.
Like, come on, dude. Like, put some effort into it, man.
On that.
I don't know, a few $100s on the so I'd rip the closet out and put the the foam up and that kind of stuff.
What is C-Pot? Because that's always
C-Pot!
Spent $299.70 on this card for.
That was for a friend's birthday. That Hot pot, yeah.
Hot pot.
You paid for the full thing?
I paid for half, and then my friend sent me cash for half, and then that
half. If you are over on your cards and you're accruing late fees and interest and you're already financing your gold-digging whore of a girlfriend, why are you paying for all of your friends at Hot Pot? Oh my God. I hate this.
Didn't make it onto the card.
Priorities of where money goes in your situation where you make substantial income is just going down. You have 3 years of acting classes?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't believe you. I don't believe that he has 3 years of fucking acting classes after he couldn't just improv on Sell Me a Cookbook. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, Synchrony. Well, also yours. So care credit.
Yeah.
Care credit. Is this dogs, cats?
$600 hot pot? To be fair, that seems like a price you could rack up with a large group of friends. I mean, like, just a date, just 2 people at something like the Melting Pot. That's like $120, or at least it was like several years ago. I'm assuming it might have gone up, but it was $120. Don't worry, Foxu. I'm also mad. I'm gonna need some fucking calm down gelato after this. God damn.
So carrying care credit. $684.40 with the what's the normal minimum monthly payment?
It has a $30 minimum monthly payment, but I'm paying.
What's the interest rate?
26%.
Okay, I'm just gathering the minimums for now.
Yeah, but right now, it's got the 6 month interest free. So I paid the last payment I made was $106.
Is it deferred interest?
Yeah.
Deferred interest is accruing.
Yeah. But
you know what that means?
Yeah, but I mean the goal obviously is
what is deferred interest?
It's like it accrues, and then if you don't pay it off by the 6 months,
that is happening on this
card. Yeah,
100%. You know for a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, then what you're doing is okay.
And I'm paying $106 on it every month, so that way I can have it paid off by the time.
Like, thankfully, it's 6 months interest free, but he shouldn't have paid for all of his friends in the first place with his financial situation. Yeah, it feels good and it's nice to pay for your friends, but like, make sure you can afford to fucking do it first, man. Because, like, I'm sure most people's friends, like real friends, would feel bad if they knew you were going into debt to buy them hot pot.
It is a note. $106 is needed to pay that off in time. Okay. So dental work was done on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Canal.
Huh?
Had to get a root canal.
Root canals are expensive. That's unfortunate for them. That sucks.
Me.
He did.
Okay. Yeah.
I got blessed with my teeth. Really lucky.
Smoke cigarettes, don't you?
Yeah, I vape.
I told you wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
She's a vapist, and even if you were genetically blessed with good teeth, that the vapist behavior is going to ruin that real fucking quick.
Indigo, what's this? What is indigo?
That is the debt from my apartment. That we actually use the money from.
And I bet if we talk about it, it'll be a trauma apartment, so we're not going to. Okay, well, you owe at this apartment, this trauma apartment, $1,000.
How?
$455.76. Okay. When was this?
March.
This year.
Man, March seems to be a really bad month for them every year.
That she left to move in with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't afford to stay there.
I know we're going to get into something that's about to annoy the fuck out of me. Why'd you leave this apartment?
I could not afford to.
Oh, wow. It wasn't actually trauma.
Because of what happened with me and my sisters. I lost my job.
Oh, you lost your job?
Yeah. Having to take care of them. because they were sick all the time, being kids.
I got that, except obviously they have places to go because they're going there now. One's going to live with their little mom.
And like, even if they're sick, like, they can stay home and you can be like, okay, there's a chicken noodle soup in the cabinet. The 17-year-old can clearly make soup and sandwiches and eat the autism drug of Tylenol, right? Like, you don't have to be home. Maybe I'm being a little harsh here, but like, when I was homesick, even at my memes, she would make me the soup. But if I had to, I would make it myself, right? Like, she wanted to take care of me, but I could still do it. Hell. It's like, when you're taking care of kids like that and you have no one else to help you, you kind of have to make those decisions of like, I would love to stay home and take care of you, but I need to make money so that I can ensure that I can continue to take care of you.
Oh, at the time, they couldn't live with them.
Hold on, I got that. That's fine. Why'd you lose the apartment, though?
Because I couldn't afford to pay for it.
Because you lost a job? Why'd you lose a job?
Because I didn't have anybody else to watch my sisters.
What was the job?
Texas Health and Human Resource.
Oh, great.
What?
Okay, how many hours a week were you working in that job?
40.
What was your pay?
$3,325 a month.
Wow.
Okay, and you were getting, but you're getting the grants for the kids anyway.
Yeah, but I just...
So that would have helped.
It wasn't enough.
Well, not enough, but you could have had a part-time job. You said the
I was also door dashing when
the 17-year-old that has independence now and is moving in with other family, right?
She was bringing in $3,300 a month, and she was also getting grants for both of the kids, and she was also door dashing on top of all of that. What does she mean she couldn't afford it? Like, what? Was she trying to, like, rent some super high-class, rich, fancy apartment? Like, I don't understand. Something's not making sense here.
Because they're 18.
She said she DoorDashed for 3 hours earlier, but here she's trying to say, like, well, I also DoorDashed. So, like, which one is the lie? Did you actually DoorDash to bring in extra income, or was it only for 3 hours before you totaled the car? Why did you lose the job? If she says her totaled car is why she lost her HR job, then that would make sense, and I would be like, okay, that makes sense.
What's wrong with them?
She has just a lot of learning and mental disabilities.
So she could have been okay. Could she have taken care of the younger one?
No.
So it's that far.
At the beginning, didn't she say that the 17-year-old is now taking care of the 10-year-old because the 17-year-old turned like 18 or some shit? And she was like, yeah, now the younger one's living with her sister. So like, what? I'm a little confused.
Not have been left alone at all.
Why the well, no offense, but
they couldn't be left alone, and I didn't have anybody in my life.
17-year-old helped put the 10-year-old back with the mom. I definitely remember them saying that like the 17-year-old was caring for the 10-year-old for a bit before the 10-year-old was going back to the mom. And if the 17-year-old was competent enough to help go through whatever system to get the 10-year-old back to the mom, why was the 10-year-old removed from the mom in the first place? And if the 17-year-old is competent enough to do that, the 17-year-old, even with its learning disabilities, is more competent than this fucking bitch in front of us right now. Like, what?
That could
Which I get that, and I understand why you would empathetically want to take care of them, but is it not more of a disservice to put them in the household of someone that can't even take care of themselves? If we're being completely candid and honest?
That was my argument about it when we talk about it, like, because, you know, when things were getting rough, I would have to be like, hey, I hate to say this, but, you know, we consider that, you know, you can't handle this.
I mean, and you just opened a Costco cart 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
If he was able to have the conversations with her before where he's just like, hey, we can't afford to do this, when did that change? And how did he start having the enabling behavior of not wanting to tell her no? Because that's like a key puzzle piece we're missing here.
Yeah.
Is that in the stack?
No.
Pull it up.
Oh, no.
Why the f are we opening a brand new credit card if our goal is to pay off debt so we can flee to another country?
At the time, I think it was like they had some sort of special going where if you open the card,
you get a special going.
You get like the membership is free, basically.
Who gives a Go to H-E damn B.
We don't have H-E-B.
Go to Walmart. Okay, great. We immediately okay. You open it, you get the benefit. Fantastic, and that's where you leave it, right? Nope. We immediately boosted it up to $1,290.81.
Holy shit.
Great strategy, guys.
How?
We're really getting off of this. Oh, it's up from 563. All right. Jexa Energy.
That's also mine from my apartment.
Yep, that makes sense.
Again, I deferred paying those to pay the credit cards for him.
I see that's fucked. Like her debt should have been like what she's paying off. Like if you're both in a decent financial situation, yeah, you can help the other one pay off their card. That's fine. That's perfectly normal. But where she's unemployed and she doesn't have like anything, she should have been using the money she had to pay off her own debt.
Because those won't have like that much interest on them.
Geek says highway robbery. I don't even know what that is.
I mean,
they're destroying you.
Yeah, a little bit, but at
and
the
also
time,
it's his interest, not yours. You're 9 months into a relationship. You're not even close to married.
Yeah, but at the time, like, I didn't need any big purchases or anything like that, so I thought it would be okay until I got a job and I'd be able to easily pay them back off.
Well,
and I've never been without a job.
I'll look at your resume. I'll look at your resume in the post show. Okay.
I also don't believe that.
Yeah.
Good. I'll look at it in the post show. We'll see. $355 is owed on that. Oh my goodness! Now, what do we owe $4,762 to at Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union?
That's my car. That's my car loan.
The one that you bragged about paying?
The one that I just totaled.
Oh god.
I have gap insurance. Yes.
But
steps for that.
Might be in breach of my gap insurance.
What? Why?
Apparently my deductible on my insurance is too high. I didn't know it.
No!
I didn't know it at the time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I found that out right after the crash.
What
I actually
the
called
fuck?
my bank and talked to them about it.
All right, well, we have $4,762.66.
I am floored.
That's a 13.5% interest rate. You could have paid this too. $156 is owed on a monthly basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
The gap coverage would have been so helpful. It would have, man. What the fuck?
Car? No, that's $263.
Milan, why the fuck would the deductible prevent the gap endorsement on her auto policy? You've never heard of that? I have no idea. I wasn't an adjuster when I did auto insurance. I was just a claims grunt. When I did adjusting, it was like desk adjusting and it was for properties. I have absolutely no idea.
$1 a month on the
That's what you bragged about paying? Okay, it's $262 a month. It's a fucking credit card. It's lower than his top credit card payment. His first credit card we talked about. This is the fourth car you totaled. We shouldn't let you be driving.
I literally have panic attacks when I drive. I'm talking like complete crying, snot flying, shaking like Michael J. Fox seizure style panic attacks when I drive. And I have not crashed a car. I've hit like a mailbox, but at a very slow speed. I have not like had a major crash. I have not totaled a vehicle. This is insane. This is insane. How is she still alive? Your sister totaled 5 cars in 3 years? What the fuck? Why are women?
Right?
Yeah.
It's more than that, right?
No,
What?
it's 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking give me a heart attack, bro.
You can have her. He has the blue eyes to go. 4 cars.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I think it's undiagnosed ADHD, but
There's the fucking victim bullshit again. Undiagnosed ADHD, even diagnosed ADHD is not gonna make you crash 4 fucking cars. Holy crap, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, here she is.
Women driving, am I right?
I thought your people weren't supposed to make that
Dude,
joke.
you are the definition of Reddit and TikTok.
Yep.
You are everyone on there combined into one. I'm not even joking. You literally are.
where's my award?
Your award is you will never be a productive member of society and you'll cry about it forever.
Yeah.
That's your reward. And our punishment.
Yeah. Our punishment is having to know that someone like you has not been like Darwined on accident. Yeah, you know, like if this was like hundreds of years ago, she would not have lasted to this age. Our society is so advanced that people as retarded as her are able to have somewhat successful lives. That's nuts, bro. That's nuts.
Brain rot reward.
It's not brain rot.
Brain rot
permanent. It's not brain rot. It's permanent victimhood. We all love a good brain rot. That's fucking. Oh, good. No, this is a mortgage.
That's the mortgage, yeah.
You have a mortgage. Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna sell the house to move?
Yeah, probably.
6.5% interest. That sounds about right. So.
285,000. Okay, well that's not terrible. That's not terrible. His escrow is only at 2.7 though, so he bought this recently. I'm imagining. This is scary. This is scary.
You probably got it in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
285,000.
What is escrow? Escrow is like where you pay in the property taxes, and then that's paid out of escrow. So that makes a bit more sense why some people don't have one then.
$3.23 is owed. Okay, minimum monthly payment $2,861.25.
That seems kind of high.
Fair enough. Okay. Good. You have what's it worth?
I don't know what it's worth, but I know I have like a $10,000 equity position in the.
Yeah, he definitely did not put down 20%. What the fuck?
So it's worth 295,000.
Yeah.
I am getting some sad head shakes in the back of the room, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fair.
Okay, so you will lose money.
10K equity is basically zero down. I think zero down housing loans are incredibly predatory, and they make people like these guys think that they can afford more house than they actually can. I would never put zero down on a house. I wouldn't even put zero down on a fucking car. But on a house, that's suicidal, man.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you got it with your ex.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Very...
that was what I was...
You guys do relationships so well.
No. They do nothing
I got
well.
cheated on. That wasn't my fault. But
please ask how long they were together before they bought the house together, please. Because these people have only been together 9 months, and he's funding her entire life. So, like, he does not make good dating decisions.
I will, but granted, getting a house with someone you're not married to, maybe not a smart idea.
Yes, correct.
He took accountability for something.
With no emergency fund.
We did it, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000 in this checking account.
Oh, we moved on real fast.
Hawaiian Bros, Taco Bueno, Hulu, Amazon, Chick-fil-A, Puff World, Smoke Shop.
Taco Bueno! I want the Taco Bueno. I want big delicious taco, the Puff World.
Tom Thumb? What the fuck is a Tom Thumb?
Getting some bullshit. Wingstop, Venmoing out $29. Michael Stores, Venmoing out $4.
There's another Tom Thumb.
Getting some bullshit. Subway, Venmoing out $10.
MK Ultra? Hold on, wait a minute.
Smoke Shop, Apple Bill. What the are we doing? Who's checking account?
That's mine.
What the are you doing? You're killing it. Wait, you're spending money you literally don't even come close to having.
Tom Thumb is a hobby store? Ah.
She was spending...
Yeah, that was after...
This is insane.
I had paid off my bills for 6 months. I thought that would be enough.
When I was super giga poor, I really liked falling asleep with the TV on, but cable was really expensive. There was something called Sling TV, and when I first found Sling TV, it offered me like more than 100 more channels than what I had through Comcast for $15. Sling is no longer like crazy affordable. It's still more affordable than cable, but it's not something I would bother paying for in current year. But when it was $15 and I had access to like all of the channels that I would want to watch without having to pay for like premium cable upgrades, right? Like they moved Cartoon Network to like a premium service on Comcast. They moved like TLC and some of the other channels that I like to slop a TV on to the premium programs. I was still paying $15 for all of that. It was fucking great. Yeah, Sling still exists. It's not as affordable as it used to be. But $15, and you don't have to do with any Hulu, no Netflix, no cable, no nothing. Sling just gave you fucking everything. Like, it was so good back in the day.
For me to find a job, and I just kind of had a little extra left over.
I tried to tell her that she wouldn't find a job all that fast, but...
What are you guys gonna do if you get pregnant and you're in Texas now?
We
he
can't.
has a vasectomy.
I got a vasectomy.
Well done.
Thank God.
Absolutely not.
I don't want kids.
I don't want kids, no.
They really are. Well, I was gonna say they really are dinks, but I mean they're still all like that other super chatter said. They're sinks.
Because I don't think that, I mean, obviously in my situation, it's not right to bring a child into the world when I can't take care of myself, right?
That is a surprisingly responsible thing to say.
Sure.
Yes, I agree. $197 in this checking account. This is yours.
Yep.
Bombshells, HTO. Ari, two hands, poke.
Airy? There's no way this man is shopping at Airy. That's him buying something for her.
Hey, whiskey cake. Oh, this is all bullshit. All while we have credit card debt and late fees. Your late fees are not. I had to pay bills. Dude, you're going out to eat every second of your life. Camera, look at this. Just look at this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Going out to eat is crazy expensive. So I would always say it's better to cook stuff at home. But if you're crazy busy and you can afford to, yeah, eat out as much as you fucking want, right? Like, you probably don't have the time. Maybe you don't have enough money to hire someone to cook for you. Who fucking cares? But these people who don't have the money to do it and they continuously just buy, like, you know, $12 meals, $20 meals. I fucking went through a Raising Cane's drive-through the other day, and they have a legitimate, it's like, what, 6 tendies for $20? I was like, or it's like 17 or 18 or something. It was close to 20. I was like, what the fuck? That's so expensive. I remember I got like a 4-piece tendies. It's like $13 or some shit. And I was like, I got some questions here. I've heard people rave about how great Raising Cane's is, and like the chicken was okay. It was very aggressively okay, but they give you freezer aisle crinkle cut fries, and they give you Texas toast, which is also a freezer aisle item. Why am I paying you $12 for chicken tendies to get a bunch of freezer aisle grocery store sloppa that I could go buy myself for like $6 or $7? What are we doing here? What is this?
Got victim bullshit. Amazon Popeyes, Umi Sushi Grill, Tesla Life, ATM withdrawal $143, transaction fee. Texas VoD.
I have saved so much money by not having to pay ATM transaction fees. I used an ATM a couple of weeks ago that had a $5 transaction fee. And I was like, holy shit, I'm so glad my bank reimburses me all ATM fees. Cause that's fucking crazy.
Samanusi. We all love some Samanusi. Yama Sushi and Shiba Hut. Cheddar Hollows, Whataburger, Texas Fohans, McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell. I'll take alterations by going in and getting some bull. Taco Bell, Outlaws Saloon. Oh, there's more.
Oh no.
Bull. Whataburger, Taco Bell, Sonic Drive-In.
I really miss when he would just rapid fire off, going in getting some bullshit, going in getting some bullshit, going in getting some bullshit. Fucking taquitos. I don't know. I like that.
Ticket Express, Popeyes, Sidecar Social, bull. OpenAI is ChatGPT, Cash App, McDonald's, Amazon, World Market, HTO, Container Store.
What the fuck are you spending $105 the Container Store for? What the hell?
You do not get to claim any victimhood when it comes to those late fees that were happening in this month.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bought a $3,600 Victorian portrait of yourself and your cat?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are done. There's no hope. You guys are actually broken.
If I had a single-use time machine, right? Like I could go back once in time, and then after I completed my goal, I just get teleported back to wherever I came from, right? Like a single-use kind of thing. I would go back and find where the Reddit co-founder's illegal immigrant mother was living in the United States and tip off ICE so that they could arrest her and kick her out of the country so that Reddit never gets made. I think that would be the best option for humanity. That, like, there's nothing else I could do to save humanity more than doing that.
That's probably by far one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
You need to stop going out to eat. You need to stop going out to eat. You need to quit smoking. You need to stop buying dumb things. Fucking moronic.
I tried to get her to stop smoking, and it lasted 24 hours.
Of course it did. Members account 1,600. Your retirement 2,100. This is good luck, guys. Let's see if we
can.
Bro,
I've been too poor to have a retirement, and so I literally just started it this year, and I have more in my retirement than them.
To this, but good luck. I mean, just your guys' worldview is broken, especially yours. Like, you're gonna be victimhood forever. You're gonna say, oh, but things in the past impact us right now, so we can't do anything no matter what. There's nothing happening. And then you're like, well, I had to make payments due, so that's why I was late on my credit cards. Then he goes and blows hundreds, if not thousands, on going out to eat. What the fuck are we doing? What are we possibly even doing? So stupid, so moronic. I don't understand what kind of life we are trying to live. It is so stupid, beyond stupid. Going out to eat was $1,323. Couldn't afford your payments? F off. No, for a fact, you guys' minimum payments outside of the mortgage is less than that.
Awkward silence. Hello, Bunko
Not
Cat.
including the mortgage and putting in $106 for the care credit instead of the $30. Your minimum monthly payment for debts are $890. Now let's put in the mortgage. That is $2,861. Utilities, gas, electric.
Even discounting that he's paying for this woman's entire life, having $5,000 of income and your mortgage being almost $3,000 of that, that's scary. That's really scary. That's why you don't do 0% down loans. This guy is not going to be able to keep his house unless she gets a job like a fucking sap and starts contributing.
Internet, all combined. Well, how much is that on a monthly basis?
Let's see. Gas is about 60. Internet is 80, 72. What was the third one? Sorry.
80, 70.
He moved away from the house. He still has the mortgage. They went over it in his debt. He still has that debt.
Okay. Any other utility? Gas, electric?
Water is about 80. Electric on the higher months, it's like 300. So I just budget for 300. And then
Buddy, how much in total? Because now you've just thrown out a bunch of things. How much am I budgeting towards utilities?
Let's see. Hold on. 300, 380, 460. 520, and then 520.
520 for utilities. Kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Gas, vroom, vroom,
I didn't know utilities were that expensive, like outside of New England. That's insane. He's paying like New England utility prices, but with like a cheaper mortgage. I mean, if he was in New England, his mortgage would be like more than his monthly income.
Drive.
Like $60 a month.
And now you don't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I work from home 3 days a week, so I don't have
car
to drive
insurance.
a whole lot. Well,
None for me anymore.
AC costs are high as fuck in the South in the summer. Bro, I run my apartment at like 65 degrees because Tim and I both have like big PC rigs, especially mine because it's on 24/7, you know, and I do streaming. It's got to be bulky. But even with running the AC at 65, I think like the most I've had to pay was like $230, $240 maybe. Georgia electricity is cheap as fuck, I guess. Holy shit.
But mine is $50 a month, but I pay it in one big chunk, like the 6 month
phone
thing.
bill.
Yeah. 80.
Mine's 50.
So
80 plus 50?
130 total. Yeah.
Okay, good. TP fund, anything else you need to survive? 200. Medical health care, copays. I'm sure you go to a lot of things.
How is their car insurance only? Well, I guess it's $50 a month. I was gonna say, how the fuck? My car insurance is kind of expensive. I hate it.
I don't think either of us have any copays.
Okay, Jim?
In the winter, just overclock your PC and use the heat. That's what I would do when I was younger. Instead of like asking my dad if I could turn the heat up, I would just turn on my PlayStation 3 and that bitch would heat my entire room. Like I'd get sweaty. Like it would get so fucking warm.
We want to budget that in though.
Yeah, let's budget in it.
Yeah, we want to have one.
I'll put $50.
Why do you need a gym subscription?
Groceries, $600. Use the meal plan. Use the cookbook. Just meal prep. You guys have pet insurances?
No.
Should you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of them are healthy? And
all are healthy.
old.
All are healthy. 2 are old. 3 are not.
Okay, 3 what's?
They have 5 pets.
I have 3 cats. She has 2 dogs.
Which ones are
one of her
young,
dogs?
so?
One of her dogs is old, and one of my cats is.
She do got that alinity look. I'm not surprised she has big dogs.
Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go. Let's call it $100. Nah, let's call it $120 for pet insurance. There's no way you guys could afford a vet bill.
A modest proposal. Eat the pets. What the fuck?
Anything else that needs to be in your? I'll put subscriptions in $50. Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not taken account?
I don't know why he's giving them a subscription budget when they are already so far over their income. Like fuck you. You don't get TV, brother.
Yeah,
I think that's everything. I finished paying off the portrait, so that I have to.
It was a debt. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, needed to survive is $5,531.25. You only bring in $5,000. You're fucked.
You're fucked.
Okay. I mean, the reality of this situation is, go get a fucking job, and I'm gonna review your resume in the post show. But if you can bring in $1,000, we can at least start chipping away at this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the bad debt outside of the mortgage itself. Yeah, it's about $13,500. You go bring in $1,000 a month, we can pay that off in like 2 years. That's not that bad. Bring in even more, we can pay it off a lot quicker. $1,500 a month.
They have a manageable amount of debt if she gets a job. This whole time we know that she's talked about how she was in this relationship with the understanding that he was going to take care of everything. So, yeah.
You can pay it off in a year. Get a fully funded emergency fund, then you guys can do whatever the you want.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing now.
You think he could also manage if she was
Talk about
gone?
in the post show.
His mortgage is scary. He makes $5,000 and his mortgage payment is almost $3,000. Like, yeah, I think people who are like nitty gritty and could just like live off of ramen and shit could do that, but that's still really fucking scary. If he lost his job, he'd be fucked.
1, her resume. 3, okay, this one's actually crazy and I'm not going to spoil it. And also just, there's so much. Okay, so
no.
Let's get a Hammer financial score. The post show is going to be fucking crazy for this one.
No.
Spending in a budget, you ever spend 0 out of 10. Debt, oh, we got collections if we're doing household. 0 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's like 1,000 in savings. 1 out of 10. Retirement, dramatically behind. 1 out of 10. Real estate, you don't own a house. Low equity position, so if you're going to sell it today, it would be kind of rough. But I'll give 5 out of 10 because you can just sit and hold. So you still have that advantage. At least you're in the market. Hammer financial score rounded up to 1.5 out of 10. Get yours at calebhammer.com. Join Hammer Elite Bolo to come watch the post show and 3 premium shows posted every single day, Monday.
That's crazy. That I hope they don't have like Labubu collection debt, because I would lose my fucking mind. We can't have multiple Labubu debt people coming on this show. Okay, all right.